You guys there?
Yeah, we're here.
Hey.
Hi. Wait, I'm trying to get my video. Oh, really, Duke?
It's okay. Our dog's going to bark too.
Yep.
Why is my video not going?
There should be a button towards the bottom if you just tap on the screen that says video, or it should look like a camera.
Should say like start video or stop video.
What the? You know what? This is why I can't win on the fucking show, man. Let me just put this out there. Jesus Christ.
God forbid a challenge is ever getting onto Zoom.
Right.
I mean, it's getting worse as I get older, dude. This is bad.
All right, hold on. I'm going to try to log on with my phone and see if I can walk you through it.
Oh, because it's saying your camera from device menu settings, privacy camera.
Okay, so
okay.
That was one of my paranoia nights.
Right. Yes.
Look, I turn locations off often in microphone right away.
Phone. Yep. You're not following me around.
Dude, it freaking kills my battery. And who the fuck wants to listen to me anyway? I just leave it on.
Well, I mean, we did invite you on, Tina.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Oh, my gosh.
Wait, okay, so I go into Zoom, or do I go into the camera?
Go into your settings and then scroll down towards the bottom where it says Zoom, and there'll be a little thing that says allow camera, and hit that button.
There we go.
Okay, now she's muted though.
Oh no.
You're muted though. We can't hear you. Oh no.
Really, Tina?
Okay,
there we go.
We got you.
Okay.
There we are. Yay. Hi, Tina.
Yeah, so if this was the challenge, I wouldn't blame you guys for kicking me off.
We do have a redemption house.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll chill over there.
Hey, look. Every challenge has a time limit, and I think we're under. I think we set a good time on that one.
I think so.
You sure?
I think we set a good time. Look, like we've had.
I mean, like TJ, you know damn well I fucking timed out. What you gonna do now? I mean, it is what it is. Shit.
Oh, look, one of our first interviews we did with Derek Chavez, we didn't know how to do the audio right, and we let him play his audio through a Bluetooth, and it came out so bad. We all felt so horrible.
Yeah.
But it's just part of the learning curve.
Yeah. I mean, and Derek's a great person because he wouldn't be like he's not like ego driven, so he would be like, oh my God.
He was like apologizing to us. He's like, I'm so sorry. I put the speaker near my phone and it messed up the audio. And I promise I'll give you guys another interview. We'll do it all over. Like Derek. He's the sweetest. Like he's so
he's
sweet.
So great.
He's very sweet. That's why I kind of, connected with him.
Yeah.
Because like he just has a good heart. You could tell some people that are just good people.
Yeah.
And he
joined us on one of our live recaps too on Instagram, and it was awesome.
Yeah, see? He's so fun.
He is
such a cool guy.
Yeah.
He's really fucking cool. I know.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, the challenge, I wish they could feature him more.
Yes.
Because he is he's way more entertaining than what you guys get to see, unfortunately.
Yeah, see, and honestly, that's why we love doing these interviews, is because we only get so much from the time you're out there, and it's all so edited to fit a storyline that they're trying to progress the season.
Yeah.
So like getting to sit here and talk to you guys, and then giving the fans of the show the opportunity to listen to you guys explain like your story and where you came from. It's like the whole reason we wanted to do this, because we kept getting those like comments like, oh, well, this person's an asshole, or this person's a terrible person. It's like you're watching an edit of them playing for money in a cutthroat game. Like, what do you expect them to be?
Yeah. If you had cameras following you 24/7, you would be the biggest asshole.
Yeah.
Of anybody.
Yes. 100%.
That's why that whole like Black Mirror episode fucked with me, because I was like, dude, don't. And I watched that first high. Never done. My brother-in-law was like, what are you doing? And he was like, did you just smoke? And I was like, yeah, I just smoked. This is such a great show. And then he goes, oh, you want a mind fuck? Put on episode. And he told me what episode. I watched it. I was like, oh, fuck you, dude.
I lived this. What is this?
Sticking with me. So I'm like, I have to watch this again. Only sober. And when I did it sober, I was like, okay.
All right. It's a little better.
It was just, high was like too close for comfort.
All right, my trauma is kicking in.
Oh my God.
I had PTSD. I was like, dude, my mind is blown. You fucked me up. You're such an asshole.
That's so great.
I got really stoned one time and watched Across the Universe. And I was like, oh my God, this is the most mind-bending movie ever.
Right?
And then I watched it sober. I was like, this is fucking shit.
Yeah.
Like, it's good music because it's the Beatles, but the movie's shit. Like, what was I thinking?
Yeah, during you're like, God, this is fucking amazing. Why don't more people watch this shit?
Yeah.
You watch it sober, you're like, you were definitely high.
Yeah, exactly.
You were definitely on some sauce, if not drinking.
Is that one bubble from high school with mushrooms? Never mind. That's another story.
Oh, God. Oh, okay. So I was just invited. I'm not going to say which cast member, but I was just invited on a cute retreat.
Yeah.
And they plan to do mushrooms.
Oh, that's
my
fun.
And I've never done it. I mean, I've done it once with my husband, and that was recently because I'm on this like self-discovery soul journey.
Yes.
I love it.
I need to know my inner self.
Yes.
I need to know who I truly am. Yes.
As if doing this isn't knowing my inner self. I gotta do
Gotta fuck this up
Yes.
right here.
yeah, this is I'm getting carpal tunnel from this shit. I should go like this. I'm getting carpal tunnel from doing this.
What the?
Sorry, I'm really sober too. This is sad.
This is so much
Oh my
better than
God.
I expected my Saturday morning to
Right?
go.
Yeah.
Like, I was thinking it was just going to be college football, and Josh was like, hey, we got Tina this morning. I was like, oh, shit, that's right. Let's go. And I am so glad.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good
Right?
morning.
Before we get too far into this, Tina, I just want to say thank you again for calling me and wishing me happy birthday. That was amazing.
Oh, Josh, that was my pleasure. It was by mistake, but God definitely has a plan.
You didn't have to say that.
You could have lied.
I did it on purpose.
Thank you.
I'm just a really bad liar on the spot. I got to prep up for my lies.
Right?
I greatly appreciate it. It made my weekend. Thank you again.
Yeah, how was your birthday? What'd you do?
It was awesome. I spent the first half of it with two of my kids. And then my old school buddies took me out for the night.
So you had a great day.
I did have a great day.
Fuck yeah, man. That's what friends are for.
It started off with a phone call from Tina. So how could it?
You know, I gave my blessing that morning. And I was going to say, today's going to be a good day for you, Josh. You just wait.
And it was.
Yeah.
It's the challenge fairy godmother, just sprinkling that dust on your birthday.
There you go.
Bippity boppity boop.
Yep.
Poppy bitch.
So Tina, real quick, my name's Ricky Hayes. This is Karina Hayes, my wife, and obviously you know Josh. We're the Challenge Fandom Podcast. It gave you the kind of breakdown of why we do this, and we're so happy to have you on because, look, to be honest, I remember seeing you very briefly on Road Rules because I really loved Road Rules when I was growing up, and I was probably about 15, 16 when it was on, give or take. I remember watching it and loving it and then seeing you a little bit on the challenge. But at that point, I was like, I'm not watching MTV too much. I was like 17, 18 years old. It wasn't my priority, but.
Oh, it's so beneath you then when you turned 17. It was.
Yeah.
I'm so older. I need to start watching VH1.
I need to watch that 80s show right now. No.
Yeah. It's so good. Fessy might be up to something today. Well, not Fessy, but what's his name?
Fessel.
Fessel. Now we got a Fessy on our place.
Yeah.
I love it.
I don't know if I met him, but I've definitely heard his name recently.
Oh, yeah.
He's popular recently.
Did he do something stupid recently?
Oh, well,
He's known as Messy Fessy, so, you know.
Oh, well, we are all messy.
I hate that.
Yeah.
I can, poor Fast then. I could help. Oh, I feel bad for him now. I do the same shit. But you know what? Once you hit rock bottom, like on the swing, I hit rock bottom. Once you hit rock bottom and you do the stupidest shit, you just go and you're like, I can't get any bottom more further down than that.
Right.
So you just kind of like just go and you're like, fuck it. Yeah, I suck sometimes.
The swing was fucking hilarious though.
The swing
Yeah.
was great.
That was when I hit rock bottom. I was like,
Look, and no matter what, Tina, and I think it's why I love watching you on TV so much, is because you just own it.
Yeah.
You fucking own it. And it's not many people do that. And I
Very true.
really appreciate it so much.
oh yeah, that I'm a shit show. You're welcome.
It makes me
it's relatable.
It
like
is.
literally, I was
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. I know, because I get so fed up with these people and they just all stroke their own dicks at nauseum, right?
Yeah.
I'm good. It's like, oh, shut the fuck up. And then when they do bad, they're like, oh my God, it's because your fault.
yeah.
It's like, really? You didn't think that you're a shit person and that you're just trying to gaslight into everyone thinking that you're better than you are?
Right.
Yeah. And that's the thing.
Oh, sorry. That's a little too personal.
It's spot on. I'm going
It
to be
is,
honest.
yeah.
Look.
I'm getting like ticks over here. I'm going, oh.
These are Tina's thoughts.
Right.
These are, yeah, see? And this is why I haven't been doing it recently, because I've been like, Veronica was like, Tina, you need to shoot me those thoughts before you fucking post them.
I saw that.
So I shot one to her the other day, and I shot one to Nehemiah. And he was like, oh, you should post that right now. And I was like, I think I'm going to sit on it.
I might hold that one for a
I
minute.
had Veronica go through my head going, bitch, don't do it.
Yeah.
Just wait.
Just don't.
If Nehemiah says yes, you should probably hold off.
Right.
He started laughing back. He was like, damn it.
No, it's like that one friend. No, you should totally do that.
I was like, dude, what do you think about this? Okay, so we were on MTV and they're saying, like, the rumors is MTV's dying.
Mhm.
So could we say that we're the MTV generation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And that is something that's an honor.
Yeah.
Because how many you hear about MTV in songs? You don't hear about that many other stations in songs,
No.
right? George Michael even said MTV on one of his songs that I heard, and he's freaking legend.
Yeah.
So it's like, I miss MTV. We need to get that back, man.
It had such a cultural impact from like the early 90s into the mid 2000s.
Yeah.
It was.
It really did.
I don't think Rob Dyrdek's going to let go of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Well, okay, so what is that whole story? I don't understand that whole. Is that a conspiracy theory?
Ridiculousness? I don't know.
Is that a conspiracy, or is this like?
No, it's conspiracy. It's just because they air his show all the time.
Yeah.
Like he's had a couple big hits with him, like with Robin Big and then Rob's
The
Playhouse
Factory.
or The Factory.
Rob, so yeah.
And then it
I
was,
mean, they're keeping him on. You can't hate the hustle.
hey,
Yeah.
look, if he's going to,
People like it.
if
Yeah.
he's going to turn into MTV's Ryan Seacrest, I'm okay with it. I'm not mad. Like,
That's
make
facts.
your money.
Yeah.
That's
You can't hate it.
Yeah, but I guess 24/7 of Ryan Seacrest.
Yeah. Look, they used to have MTV too. They could have just turned that into the challenge channel.
They could have.
I'm just putting that out there.
Well, wait, now we have a challenge channel. I don't know, dude. We have a challenge channel now. What's the viewership of that?
On that Pluto thing. Or
That's hard
whatever.
to. Nobody reports that shit.
No. Oh, on my Samsung TV, I was like,
Yeah.
oh hell no. How do I freaking who is it?
How do I block this?
Challenge Media. Okay, so I had Derek first,
Yeah.
with Melinda here, and then I had Scott. Tell me why Scott comes up in my house. Is my house looking dirty? It probably does.
No,
No,
it looks
it looks
lovely.
great.
I'm not even looking because there's construction everywhere. No, but Scott comes in and he goes, hey, put on the challenge. He puts it on almost every single TV in my house. And I was like, I think that's the first time I've ever had this aired in my house. And then I would hear someone's voice familiar.
Yeah.
And, and I was like, what the fuck? Triggered. And I go, oh shit, I can't.
Right.
I can't have that in my sanctuary there, Scott. It's killing me, dude.
You got to do current seasons where I don't know anyone.
Where I don't know these people.
So it just sounds like a party.
Yeah.
I know, but then and then they have the vets on, and I'm like, but they're necessary. It's a necessary evil.
It is.
It
Look,
is.
It still weirds me out. Like we're not that popular at all, but every once in a while we'll get somebody that messages us, and they're like, "Oh my god, we love your show. We love listening to you." I'm like, "Why?
Why?
I don't understand.
I know, right?
Like I don't get it."
I just so that's how you know you're gonna probably last. Is that TJ on your cup?
Yeah. Oh wait. Oh, I can't.
TJ, look at his mug.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Right?
I'm surprised she didn't wear a TJ shirt. She's got one that says
It's
"Take
black.
care, never hope to see you never."
Yeah.
Yeah, I do have one of those. I was thinking about either wearing that or my star shirt, but I decided to wear the earrings because I'm still in my workout gear. I got to get back to my closets after this.
I like them. They're cute.
So I was like, I gotta tease.
There you go.
Look, we're all waiting. We don't know when it's happening, but we're all waiting.
I don't know who's on it. Have they released any information?
Not officially.
Not
There's
official.
rumors.
There's spoilers.
There's
Spoiler cast.
Spoilers.
Why are you smiling?
Yeah.
Because she knows it's an uphill battle to compete with All Stars 3 and her performance there.
You are solely responsible for All Stars 4 trending on Twitter. So, I mean, come on.
Yeah, I heard that's a freaking. I heard that's a feather in my hat.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, it is.
Mhm.
You should add that to your intro,
Right.
like your title on Twitter, like trending Twitter or something. I don't know. We'll think of a title of it.
Oh, I'm a trend setter.
There you
Trendsetter, there you
go.
go.
Trendsetter. Love it.
Fuck you, Instagram influencers. You ain't got the influence my fucking thumbs have.
Oh my God.
Oh, fuck. I don't even know why I prepared notes. We shouldn't have prepared notes.
Okay.
This is just a Tina chat.
Yeah, this
Right?
is exactly.
No, this is great.
Well, whenever you talk with me, that's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get a good chat.
It's
I
a
love it.
fireside almost. It's like a fireside chat. I'm
Right?
loving every minute of it.
I haven't stopped smiling yet.
I know.
I guess I pretty much come at you as I am, and I like other people that come at me in an honest way. So
Yeah.
and you guys, I've always had fun doing your guys' podcast. So you guys, it is very nice and comfortable to be able to just talk like this and not feel like, oh.
Yeah, and that's what we didn't want. Like, I mean, I hate to use this person because a lot of people think he's controversial, but he's very successful for a reason, and that's the Joe Rogan podcast where it's just conversations with people, and I think people really relate to that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The talking, I think that it really allows you to see your personality and the person you're interviewing. It's not. It's a more intimate type of approach, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like nobody wants to be on 60 Minutes or 2020 with Barbara Walters firing questions. Like that's horrible. Like,
oh my God, if 60 Minutes is calling me, I did something real motherfucking bad.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Screw TMZ. That's like I'm going to jail for some shit. I'm on.
They're interviewing me from jail and shit.
Oh yeah, fuck, you see the plexiglass all scratched up and shit.
It's like, play the tape. Tina, can you explain this?
Through the phone. It wasn't me.
It was just hand on the glass every now and then. Oh fuck.
Oh my God. Right?
This is going to be great for the people that just
Right.
listen to
I
audio.
know,
I
right?
love it.
There's just like dead silence.
They're like, what is going on?
And then come out on the podcast and be like, if I had done it, this is what I would have done.
Oh,
Yeah,
Jesus.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty much.
I have to ask this question because MTV in the earlier days, especially Real World Road Rules, they really seemed to screw the pooch on saying where people were actually from. Because they have like Derek listed from Phoenix, and when you talk to Derek, he's like, "No, I'm from New Mexico."
Yeah.
And it's like, and that's like a consistent thing. They had you listed from Lincoln, Nebraska. Is that where you're originally from?
No.
Oh, see?
I did that on purpose.
Thank goodness you're not a Cornhusker.
No, I am a Cornhusker. I was in college at the time when I went.
That was my assumption. Yeah.
So I said, where are you from? Lincoln, Nebraska. And it kind of like helped because I'm from a very small town in Nebraska. And I wanted just to give my family a little protection, you know?
Oh, absolutely.
Because they didn't sign up for any of this. And so I try to protect the ones I love as much as possible.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That makes sense.
At my own expense, people.
Right? No, it makes sense. Like I don't use like my real last name on this podcast. And, you know, there's little things we do as well. Like we don't talk about our kids or.
As your husband's sitting next to you. He's going,
Whose fucking name are you using?
I'm just saying.
Yours, motherfucker.
Yours.
You know whose.
Surprise, that's not my last name either.
We're all just a bunch of liars.
You have a consensus about the lie.
Yeah. We're getting there. We're just trying to work out our backstory at this point.
Yeah, you just can't mispronounce it.
Yeah. Hi, yes.
Hi, yes?
Hi, yes.
Hi, yeah. Hi, yes.
Yeah, you're right. Hi, yes.
Hi, yes.
I hate to tell this story, but I'm going to now. Is I was on the phone with my phone, like AT&T, and they routed me to a different country. And they were asking me like how to spell my name. And I was like, it's Hayes. And they couldn't figure it out. And I was like, yes. Like,
they got it.
And then I was like, and then I thought about it, I was like, that's clever, but stupid at the same time. Good job, Ricky. Good job.
Damn it. Oh.
Right?
Oh my God.
My gosh.
It sounded better in my head.
It did. And Karina's heart just melted as your dog approached.
Who's that? Oh my gosh.
Okay, this is Duke. Duke.
So cute.
He's an old man doggy.
Oh.
He's 13. He's my one and only baby. Come here, baby.
Oh,
come here,
my
Stinky.
gosh. Oh my gosh. Look at his face. Oh my gosh. He's so cute.
Oh, he's all goobery because his allergies.
Little fluffy bunny dog. I love little fluffy bunny dog.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Are you okay?
It's okay.
Dude, when are they? I want them to sell stuff like with my mug on it, and then I get royalties.
There you go. Right?
Come on, Bunim and Murray. I need a retirement plan. Shit. Throw me a bone here and there.
Right?
I know we told you we did this for the love of like the challenge and to get to know you better. We're just hoping to get picked up in syndication. That's all.
Called goals. Look, goals. Get it.
I've got a 10-year plan. All right.
Right.
Not to die working.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I didn't expect to come back 20 years later, but now I'm here. I mean, shit. Let's talk about it.
I'd see. All right. So that's my favorite thing is like our biggest complaint is you have people like, I'm just going to say like Johnny Bananas who does 20 seasons. And it's like, dude, get the fuck off my TV. Take a year off.
Just take
like,
a few. Just
take a couple years off.
Please.
He's not going to do that.
No, of course not. This is.
And he doesn't need to because, honestly, if you're being offered it, why not? Right?
Oh, I would take it. Yeah. 100%.
Yeah. So I can't blame him. Duke.
Hi, Duke.
Look at him. He's right next to my stand.
He's like, this is my podcast.
Yeah,
now.
It's my turn to answer questions. Okay.
He wants, come here, baby. No, come here. Oh, and there's an asshole shot for you. Way to go, Duke.
It's okay. There's one on screen all the time, so we're good.
Touche.
Look, I'm running on 4 hours sleep, but it's still working up here. So let's go.
Hey, it really is. I'm impressed.
Well, 3 kids. I don't have a choice.
You just learn how to function through it. Yeah.
Oh, you see, maybe that's why a lot of the new challengers, like the new moms and stuff, and maybe the new dads, they come in with a vigor, a new understanding.
Yes.
And a new tolerance.
Yes.
And they 100%. Find their inner, their life, their soul. They're like, I have more in my tank than I thought I did.
Yeah. That's what I always say when everybody's like, what happened to John A? How did she just come back? I'm like, she became a mom. That's what happened.
You become a mom and then you
got new stuff to fight for and just everything,
and your pain tolerance, like your pain tolerance alone.
Patience, all of that is so extended.
I mean, it's such a life-altering thing, you know? No, and I don't think men have anything comparable.
No.
I mean, look, like I would say mine is like about 1/10 of what she feels from becoming a parent when I became a dad and when she became a mom. It's 1/10,
or like what you had to go through.
Exactly.
Right. I mean, I hate to compare, but like
it's true though.
Yeah, it's different. It's a different bond. I'm saying this because I don't have any kids, but you definitely look at them in a different light.
Yeah,
100%. Yeah, and that's the thing is like. And we've even talked about like with like Wes having a baby right now and him saying he's stepping away and all of that.
Congratulations to Wes.
I know.
He just had his baby like 2 days ago. It's so cute.
Him and Amanda, the baby Lucy.
She's so adorable.
She's so
too.
Precious.
That is going to be the most spoiled girl.
I'm proud of him. I'm happy for him.
They're going to be such great parents. That's so cool. Yeah.
That girl is never going to get let out.
Wes is going to be a really good dad. He's not going to let the boys fuck around with that daughter.
Yeah.
He's going to be like, I'm calling you out on all your moves, dude. I've already got them.
Right. Exactly.
Yes. Absolutely.
He's like, can't hustle a hustler, bro.
No.
Exactly.
I loved on his post how he's like, IQ already in the 99th percentile. I was like, that's so Wes. So Wes.
And if it was coming from Amanda, yes, but on his side, he forgot the negative before that IQ score. So he was a slight oversight on his end.
Right. Yes, yeah.
Absolutely.
Amanda actually did twice as much, so she made up for his deficiencies.
It's balance. Yes, exactly. Look, as a dad, once again, these are things you know.
Fuck shit about Wes, but honestly, at the end, I do love Wes. Yeah. I give him shit because he's like, we go so far back and we've gone back years, and I have that relationship with him.
I was going to say, you met Wes, what, like your 4th season on the challenge? You were still pretty fresh in it, I think, because it was fresh meat, right?
Oh yeah, it was fresh meat. I was on my way out.
Yeah,
I was on the challenge that popped his cherry.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's right, because the next season was you're running with Beth. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Look, and Wes and I actually helped each other through fresh meat.
Really?
Yeah, we had an agreement. I like, because he was getting targeted, and I was like, I'm next, and you can kind of see the heat starting to go on me. So Wes, I was like, dude, all right, let's team up our brains here. And then after we did that, it was kind of like, I mean, it was free sailing, but no, because my loyalties were with Derek and Darrell first.
Right. Yeah, of course.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then I saw that they were kind of drifting away from that agreement and not honoring it. And so I was like, I need to have an alternate. This is when I was better with the gameplay.
You were actually trying to get there, yeah.
And aligning myself with people.
Right.
Now I'm just like, I don't give a fuck.
I just want to play and have fun.
Look, I'm going to be honest. Like,
you guys suck. You guys are miserable around here. I just want to have fun.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is, I think like the tolerance for bullshit as you hit a certain age just drops dramatically. Yes. And you're just like, I don't want to fuck with this at all. At all.
Like, I don't have the energy to deal with you.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's like, honestly, like, I just don't. I mean, you're fun to talk about and make jokes about, but I mean, interacting is like, just nope.
Yeah, like now, like I'm like mid-30s, and every time somebody's like, "Hey, you want to go?" I'm like, "How many people are going to be there?"
Yeah, who the fuck is going?
Yeah, do I have to people? Because if I have to people, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about going. I might just stay home.
I just tell my girlfriends group, let's just keep it, because damn well I'm going to probably offend somebody. Somebody's going to get pissed off about something I said in a joke and think it, So let's just save ourselves the fucking headache and just party in one of your guys' mansions. Let's just do that.
Just keep it small, just us.
Yeah,
Let's just have a good time.
Exactly.
We know we like each other.
No, let me be a shit show in private.
Exactly.
You know what my favorite is? Like the corporate answer is, and I give this one at work all the time, is I don't have the mental capacity for that right now.
Yeah.
Seriously. Dude, after 2 weeks in the challenge house, especially as you're older and when you start getting more seasoned, I mean, as much as it pains me, I give props to ones who can do this a lot.
Yeah.
It
would drain my mental so bad. Oh my gosh.
The mental aspect of it concerns me because just going there for 2 weeks and you hear it from almost every person who comes away from that. Just the mental mind fuck it puts you through.
Well, who was it that we talked to? Sarah Rice. She's like, it should be required that you have to talk to a therapist for a couple weeks just to get yourself back into the mind frame of being in society and not thinking everybody's fucking lying to you.
Yeah.
Or like being over. Yeah. There is a transition period coming home. And I talk about the challenge hangover and every person goes through it. Every person goes through it. Even if I don't care if you spent a week there or if you spent the entire time there and went to the final, you come off that show and there's some shit you got to deal with mentally and nobody else can get you out of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you talk about it like, oh, I don't want to people. It's do I have to put myself on? Do I have to be on 24/7? And that's what you're putting yourself into. And that's being on for 8 hours a day is draining.
Crazy, yeah.
Being on for 24/7 for weeks, it's got to just kill it mentally. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I mean, if you have to put it on, if you have to put that much effort into this person that you're trying to portray, then it's like, okay, the reality TV isn't really meant for you if you're trying to control your narrative.
Right.
I meant more like in the game aspect, like playing the game, like the strategic game being on.
Yeah.
But
oh my God. Okay, so being in the line of fire for that long, when you're sleeping, waking up, I ate instead of a salad, I went for that burger. Yeah. And you can see side eyes from these people who love to live on protein shakes. Like, oh, I know the next time she's going to try to fucking get up that hill, she's not going to. She didn't eat a salad. Or maybe that's just me. Fucking talking shit to myself.
Look, no lie. Like a couple times I had a boss who was like in his 70s and we go out to lunch and he'd be like, you sure you don't want a salad? And it's like,
You
dick. You know what? Give me the fucking cheeseburger, all right? With fries.
I'll be fine.
Goddamn, for sure I don't want a salad. Give me the fucking burger.
Exactly.
I gotta fucking sit here and listen to you. No, I don't want a salad, goddammit.
Yeah. You think I gotta freaking blend out. I gotta think of something else besides your bland talk. I don't want a bland salad. I need a burger. You just turn it around like that.
Okay, so there is one thing I've got to hear about because everyone that we've talked to from the older seasons, and when I say older, I mean Real World Road Rules, the original feeders for the challenge.
Yeah.
Their casting stories are always
hilarious.
Something great and serendipitous. So I want to hear yours. Like I've heard Wes's
casting story was
about his video, or is he the one with the video and they kept it running? Or no, or is that Landon?
I think that was Landon.
Might have been Landon.
Was the girl he was talking to at a party wanted to do it. So he stayed up all night with her and like talked her into like, oh, we should stay up all night and practice,
And he ended up nailing it and not her.
And and he made it and not her.
Oh, Wes, you dick!
There's so many stories of that though. I think wasn't Derek C's the same?
Okay, mine is like that too. I went with my girlfriend. She wanted it. I was looking at her like, bitch. Whatever. This is stupid. I was keeping her company.
You're like, it's something to do right now.
Well, yeah, because I was studying for a test. It was in Nebraska. It was second semester, or no. It was my junior year. I had a test at 10:30. I was working across the street. I worked at a spa at the time. I was a manager of a spa. And she was like, I see your car. I'm in line right across the street at this bar in Lincoln, Nebraska, waiting in line to do this interview. And I was like, okay, I'll bring you some coffee and I'll people watch with you pretty much.
I'll hang out.
And then I had my index cards because I had a test that I needed to go to later on that day. And that's what I was doing. I was in line with her.
Wow.
And then 5 minutes before 10:30, we got our interview and I was like, oh shit, I had to get out of there really quick and make my test. But that's how I got, and it was Lisa Fletcher and Steve Minky and some other people that were actually there in my first original interview.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
So Steve knew me back in Crete, Nebraska.
Wow.
That's crazy. That reminds me of Derek's story, because Derek did the one in didn't he do the one in Chicago and then, or no, he missed it and he had to drive all the way to Milwaukee.
Yes.
And he ended up sitting in there with a couple girls doing it and gets through. And there was a couple other people that he met there that ended up going on Real World and that he was on the challenge with. I forget exactly who, but it was really cool
Derek
story
Chavez?
here. No, Derek Kaczynski.
Kaczynski.
Yeah.
It was, and that's the thing, is because it was just such a different process back then. Like now it's who's
got the most Instagram followers.
Yeah. Now.
Well, because then you really, the vetting was definitely better.
Yes.
100%.
They weren't afraid to get their hands dirty and put the effort in and to really, really dive into who we are as people.
Yeah.
And what our motive is to do this. Like, what is your true motive? Is it just to get more followers? Is it because you want, or is it just for the fame? Is it there, there's a shallowness there that is starting to get, where people are getting bored of it. Cause it's shallow.
Yeah.
Well, you guys were going on to reality TV for different reasons. It was an experience.
Everybody was. You're right. Yes.
Yeah.
It was an experience. It wasn't a career. It wasn't you're going to make a bunch of money. It's I'm going to go out and experience something I'm not going to normally.
Right.
So why not take this opportunity?
Yeah.
I think for at least for me, I can't say everybody. I mean, other people had
aspirations, probably. Oh, yeah, absolutely. But for the most part, like when we've talked to Derek Chavez, it was just, hey, I'm going to go to Cancun, and be on this.
I mean, the people who I tend to gravitate to in this world are people who are just, they're different, they're entertaining, but there's a sincerity and there's a sincerity there that can't be faked.
It's an authenticity.
Yeah. You can see the difference in the different generations on how the show is going. I mean, but that being said, they're doing something right because we're still on the air.
Right.
100%.
Right. Exactly.
So the evolution is interesting. I don't want to say that there's like one era that's better than another, even though ours was the fucking best.
Come on.
I agree.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you can't replace the OGs, even though the vets, okay, I might be a vet too, but I consider myself an OG over a vet. Vet is second generation.
There's tiers.
To me, it's if you've been on the first 10 seasons, or first 10 to 12 seasons, you're an OG as well as a vet. But you're just a vet if it's like someone like Bananas, where his first season was like what, the duel? Yeah, like to me, he's a vet.
And
he's not an OG.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
And on his very first season, guess who helped get him the fuck out of there? Because I was like, I see where this is headed.
Right? Get these clueless people out of here. Bye.
Let me do everybody a favor.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm the asshole now. Okay.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Still one of the greatest seasons. I love that season so
the
much.
Duel is timeless. It is one of the best seasons, if not the best season ever made.
Was I on that one?
Yeah, that was the one where you punched Beth.
Oh, I punched Beth.
Yeah.
That was my elimination. Fuck yeah. I went out the way I wanted to.
Yep. On your own terms, girl.
I think
I was like, this bitch is giving me an opportunity. Bobbity boop.
Right.
I think everybody in America was like living vicariously through you at that moment.
Yeah. Oh no.
She's like, fuck you. We're not talking about that no more.
Her phone died, I bet.
I'm willing to bet. Yeah.
Oh man, if it died, that sucks.
Oh, well, we got a good 45 minutes with her.
Yeah, we can always do a part 2 to finish it out if we
Yeah.
need.
Holy shit, though.
That was fucking hilarious. I've been laughing this whole time. This is good. Yeah. We're not getting through anything, but
You've asked like 2 questions.
I told Karina, she's like, I wonder how this is going to go.
Rick goes, it's only going to be like 90 minutes. I was like, you're a liar.
No, I was like, we're just going to have to talk about a few things, and Tina's going to carry this. I know Tina.
Sorry.
You're good.
You're completely good. Don't worry. We were sitting here.
We were like, either her phone died or she got really excited and accidentally hung up.
It was option B. Sorry, guys.
You're good.
But like going back to what you were saying, yeah.
Can't win. I think that this year, I have said that so many times. I'm like, I just can't win. What the fuck? I am just a poor sucker. Can't fucking figure it out. But whatever.
It happens.
Life, it's standard. It's not like that's anything new that I get the freaking fist.
My favorite, I picked it up from a movie, but I'll look at Karina whenever shit's going bad and I'll just be like, do I look pretty? Because I want to look pretty when I'm getting fucked.
Right.
I just want to make sure I'm pretty when I'm,
Oh, that's a good rule of thumb.
Yeah. Gotta
You
look
don't want
pretty.
to look like this. Like ugly face.
Yeah, no, you don't want that. No.
Don't go on the challenge.
No. Look, first of all, I don't have the face for the challenge. Look, there's a reason I have a microphone in front of me. Know thyself.
Know thyself. Dude, tell me, I'm always like, guys, I think I'm prettier than some of these pictures you're putting out there.
Right?
Like, does somebody in production hate me?
Yeah, these cast photos just keep getting more and more like.
But this last one on 39, I liked the grittiness of it. I thought that they were cool.
I thought it was a little bit over Photoshop, but I did like the direction they were going in it.
Yes.
I think they were on the right path. It's much better than what they've done for like the last 7 years.
It just looks really AI.
Oh, that's what I kind of like about it. I like that they've switched it up like that. Like, it just looks more polished than the average, like, high school sports team photos with us in our jersey.
Like the cast photos used to be, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was like, oh my God, do you want an 8x10 of this? And nobody wants to keep it.
Hey, right? Nobody wants that.
Like those school photos, it's no.
I always think of the one, I can't remember if it was, and maybe Josh, maybe if it was like Fresh Meat 1 or Fresh Meat 2, but they've got like them standing out in the woods, like with their arms like propped up on the little banister, just like a school photo. Like they're all just propped up on the little wooden fence, like posing. And I'm like, this is so awkward.
This is just us casually standing around.
It's so
in
weird.
The bush. Is that a fucking grizzly bear?
Right?
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
No, that's just a hairy person. Who's hairy on those shows now?
Ooh.
Oh, everybody waxes the shit out of themselves and puts oil on.
Yeah.
Look.
They got to look good for the ladies. They think that their fucking muscles pop out more.
How do you really feel about it?
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no
gonna lie.
complaints.
It's not bad. Yeah.
That's a gratuitous view. Although I was like, dude, I'm that flagship. If I was having to run, like, I did see some oil wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The other night.
I think it was Greco-Roman oil wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Have you guys watched The Ladies Man?
Oh, yes. With
Yes,
Will
I
Ferrell.
Yep.
Mhm.
Watch the oil wrestling scene. And you will have a new perspective of that challenge. Because if I was participating in that shit, that would be running through my mind the entire time. And not like, oh, I got to wrestle this bitch down. I'll be like, really? Is this lemon scented? Anybody? It's from the movie. It's a quote. But
Yes.
Is this going to clog my pores?
Oh my God.
oh shit. Yeah, that's what I'll be like. Oh, I would be like, guys, can we make a rule not to go from here on here? I don't want to get the oil on there.
Right? Yeah. Can we keep it off the face?
My makeup would be like all smeared across.
Who was it where they had their eyelash?
It was
Ozza, yeah.
From USA One. Her eyelash was just
See that? Hanging out, but she was drinking that water like what?
shit.
I'm about to rip this bitch off. What's gonna happen?
Right?
Fucking great.
So good. Oh my gosh.
She's looking like I know, because I always like when my eyelashes, like right now, they're not on really good. And so it always looks like you're like,
Yeah.
one wink. You're always winking at somebody. That poor girl during her entire elimination. Did she ever get booked again?
Ozza,
No, not yet.
I don't think she's come back yet. No.
Oh, that poor girl. That's how you go out? That's the last view everybody sees of you.
It's almost as good as those fucking videos where the girl's eyelashes are too big and they're in the car and they just start blowing back
Blowing?
on her. Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, so anytime, yeah, because I only wear eyelashes like if I have to do something like I know people are going to be looking at me.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's not private. Every time I get into the wind, it starts doing that because your eyelashes get trapped.
Yeah.
And the wind takes them. And you're trying to look good on camera. It just doesn't work. It's not fair for the women. Can
Right?
we just talk about the sexism on this shit?
Right.
Oh, yeah, I know how long it takes her to get ready for a date and how long it takes me. Like I'm follically challenged, so I don't have to worry about combing anything. I just come out.
Yeah, see?
I give a little brush to the beard and I'm ready to go. She's got a whole process she has to go through, a skincare
Girl.
routine.
Yeah.
The
Yes.
whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a fucking process.
It is. It's
You have
ridiculous.
to put on top of that, girl, every day. You got to do it. And then you have a bad day.
Yeah.
And then that's the day that they want to use all the editing film
Yep. Where you look like shit.
of you, where you look like shit.
Yep.
Like, God damn it, I couldn't have like taken 2 seconds to go smack some mascara on. Cursing yourself out. That's why I don't like to watch it, because afterwards I'm like,
Yeah.
Tina, put yourself together.
I lived it. I don't want to relive it.
Yeah, I remember what happened that day.
Look, no, it's tough enough. Like someone asked me, they're like, do you listen to your own podcast? I'm like, if it's a guest that I want to hear them, but I hate hearing my own voice. It drives me
Yeah.
nuts.
It's so weird. I
Yeah.
can't listen to us.
Isn't that crazy? And
Yeah.
then people are like, well, you should watch the show. I guess maybe I don't like to watch myself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe.
that could be it. I'm gonna be honest. That's why we don't. Never mind. We're
Like,
not gonna go down that path.
24/7, you get exhausted. So if I get a double dose of it, it's just, knockout TKO. I'm done.
That's it.
Who the fuck is that annoying bitch?
Right?
She's like, why are you just so quiet? It's like, I'm stuck in here all the time just thinking of random shit. I need a break from myself. All right.
Yeah. And I think people need a break from me too. You guys get the hashtag Tina's thoughts. Imagine that shit happening repeatedly in like a ticker, like just fucking hit. Fucking exhausting.
Right?
What are you thinking about if I could wrestle a cougar and win?
Oh my God.
I would pay to see, yeah. Dude, me versus a cougar. How would I would ask the cougar to go get their nails trimmed and blunted.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like this is
Step
like
one.
stupid random shit. Step one.
Yeah.
But I think I have a chance.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
That's the one thing the challenge has taught me.
Yeah, there's a new TikTok trend, which is girls asking their like significant other, their boyfriends or husbands, how often do you think about ancient Rome? And it's true. Like we probably think about it once a day minimum. Like I do.
Actually, I have been on a weird binge watch lately on watching The Choice or the Chosen.
Yes,
yeah.
Such a good show.
Very good.
Yes, very good.
And I was laughing with my brother. I was like, I don't know. Maybe it's better than the book. Bible.
I do that to her with Harry Potter all the time. I'm
We're
like,
gonna fight, okay? And we're gonna fight.
We're gonna fight. You ready? Oh, that's when he's trying to fuck with you.
He does.
I hate the movies compared to the books.
Thank you.
You hate because the books are so way better.
Oh my
They're always
God.
better.
Yeah.
We're those people. We're those assholes. And I know that there's people out there that are like, I can't stand those people. But I have a great, fantastical brain. So it's hard for the movie to match
Yes.
What you experience, right? Are you guys like that too?
Yes.
100%.
Yeah.
My thing is like they should make the movie as how I see the book.
Yeah.
Because then it would be a great movie.
Yeah, it'd be great. It'd be perfect.
It'd be 6 hours, but it'd be a great movie.
It's just the cliff notes of the fucking.
Yeah.
Talk to me 2 days later. I won't remember everything, but I'll give you the main plot.
Yeah.
All right, you figure it out.
Yes,
There you go.
I know. I've been binge watching it for like 2 weeks, first, second, and third season, because I was like, oh, it's a nice refresher for all of these like stories, and especially with doing the soul searching and going through this process with doing the challenge, and in order to. Okay, you know what? I'm going to bring this shit around for y'all.
Oh, fuck.
Here's a hashtag Tina's thought. Let's go. So recently I've been watching this show and I was talking to my husband and I said, it's nice to be reminded to not be an asshole. Okay. And even though people do things to you that you shouldn't, the vengeance is God's. Like, leave it in God's hands, right? Like, this is the whole karma shit.
Exactly.
However, I know in order for, at least I understand it, I know how to get to a final. The shit that you have to do to get to that final is unsavory.
Yeah.
It's a game meant to be.
I know it's a game, but it's like, I want to be able to lay my head down at night.
That's the conflict, right? Because like especially as you get older, you want to be just a genuinely good person. When you're 22 years old, nobody gives a fuck.
You don't give a shit. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just here to do what I want to do. I only care about myself.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm here to drink and I'm going to be a shit show anyway. I have no responsibilities. I don't have like people I need to answer to.
Yeah. Might as well get paid for being a shit show, So
100%. I wish I could have.
Yeah.
The only difference between me and anyone that was on MTV in the late 90s, early 2000s is that time in my life was not filmed.
Yeah.
And there was no
Thank
social
God.
media. So there's only little stories here and there, but none of it can be proven.
Yeah. I'm glad that I was only, I was on a cast and it wasn't just me, because I know damn well if it was just me and you guys saw no, I would be canceled and I would have to move to like Sweden or some place. Because I do the stupidest shit and I get embarrassed about the stupid shit that I do. I just don't find out about it until the next day.
Yeah. Yep. Same. Yep.
And it's like,
That's why I'm so happy she's good at editing, because it's inevitable. I'm going to say something stupid at one point during the episode and I'm going to feel like an asshole and an idiot.
And in 2 days, he's going to be like, can you please make sure you cut that out? I don't want that out. I'm like, I got you.
I regret saying that. I don't feel like that anymore. Right? 2 days.
Maybe we shouldn't put that out there because I don't want to lose my job, because that's what pays for everything.
Yeah.
I mean, that was actually going back to All Stars. That was a concern that I talked to them about, because I was like, aren't you guys really concerned about people getting canceled?
Yeah.
Like, do you know how easy it would be to cancel me?
And how easily they've canceled people?
Yeah.
I also think that that's a big reason why, like, and we were kind of touching on this earlier with how the show has like changed and evolved over time. And I think that sits with the cast, and I think it also sits with editing. Like, I think they edit the show very different. Like, we don't see a lot of house interactions, parties, and, like the fun times that you guys, like the little costume parties and stuff you guys used to do. Like, we don't see that kind of stuff, but it's hard for me to believe that it's not happening at all on the show. And I feel like they're editing for cancel culture these days to try to protect some of the cast,
It was,
and it's just, it gives it a different feel.
Yeah. I mean, I'm thankful for it. I'm thankful for it. However, it takes some flavor out and you don't really get to see the true colors or the full person, like and that's the downfalls of having so many people there with you on a cast doing a show like this, is that it's, there's going to be people who are going to get lost in the fray.
Well, and I think people also forget that how quick society changes. Like, there were certain things that were completely acceptable in the early 2000s that if you did it now, you're
done.
Fucked.
You're done.
Fucked.
Yeah, they will crucify you.
Yeah.
So it's sad. But then you see the worst shit. And people are like, they were just young.
Yeah.
Well, and Buna Murray also was much more on creating discussions before.
Yes.
And now it feels like they are protecting their cast.
Yeah.
They don't want them canceled to a degree. But back in the day, like, Robin would say something, really horrible to Anissa, and they wouldn't step in.
They didn't edit that out.
They let them work it out.
Well, they still don't step in now.
Right.
They just don't put it in the show.
Exactly.
There's some of the shit that people shouldn't be saying, namely, it's just because the heat of the moment, you say some stupid shit.
Well, there's some rumors floating around out there, not necessarily about you, but there's some rumors floating around out there about about some stuff that may not happen in a future season.
Oh, what is this rumor? And I bet you I know where it came from.
So I heard Ayanna said some crazy shit.
Oh, it was Ayanna. Oh, I thought it was somebody else.
No,
You're talking about me. That's what I was going to say. I wonder who told you. Cupid.
We're keeping that in, Tina. We're keeping that in.
I mean, okay, so any future seasons, please God, I'm going to say this to all the cast members. Any future season, if you're going to be on All Stars, for God's sake, please do not give out spoilers. It ruins it. It ruins the season, guys. Stop doing it. Stop.
Look, we have a whole theory on like who does the spoilers because some of it is so fucking accurate. It's like it's somebody that
I think it's Bunim and Murray or somebody who's in the know.
It's got to be production.
I think production does.
In production.
I agree with you.
It builds up the season.
Somebody or former production.
Yeah,
but a lot of it is other cast members because they'll get the word and then it spreads like wildfire.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I love that when the rumors do come back around and the story that I get, because I'm always like, okay, tell me what you have heard.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell
where it came from.
Yes, yes. So that being said, tell me what you heard about the what is this? What is this you're hearing?
All I've heard, and it's a very general vague statement, is that Ayanna said some very controversial things in All Stars 4 that resulted in some stuff.
Controversial? Everybody said controversial shit.
Yeah, that's all they put out there though. That's the thing with the spoilers. It's not like other than like this goes home, this person goes home.
This person eliminates.
They don't tell us the backstory. So that's what makes me think it's someone that's connected to production, but is not in the show.
It sounds like someone's trying to get in front of a possible spin of a story,
which I wouldn't doubt.
That's what that sounds like. Because why else would you be talking to people about it? Mm-hmm. And I don't even know what the fuck they're referencing to.
They could be referencing nothing.
Yeah,
they could be making it up. That being said, I mean, we all say shit, but I don't know how Ayanna got focused in on about that poor girl.
They said the same thing in All Stars 2, and it turned out because
is she even on All Stars 4?
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
We don't know who's on All Stars 4, guys.
Not yet. It's not confirmed.
Not confirmed.
Not until
it's not confirmed.
Not until Bunim and Murray puts it out. We don't know.
Yep.
I would love to see Ayanna on 4.
I love her.
Well, I remember they said the same thing about her in All Stars 2, and it was because she turned out to eat a Greek fucking salad. It's like, that's not that big of a deal.
That's not that controversial. Okay? That shit was hilarious.
That was the best part of that season, other than Tina with the pans.
Oh, and like, she's like, I talked to Ayanna, right? And Ayanna's like, oh, I just, I feel like people definitely can make her lose her shit. And I agree with it because it's like, I will lose my shit too. But Ayanna's just way better at it.
She stays ready. She's one of my favorites to watch.
Yeah.
Baby. Man, and then I tell people all the time they fuck with her. I'm like, dude, you don't want to do that.
You don't want that smoke. No.
You don't want that. Oh, God, that's not just smoke, girl. That's fire.
Right?
I remember
that's fucking fire.
I remember Ayanna and Veronica going at it in their season of Road Rules. That shit, like, I've never seen anyone really get the best of Veronica in a verbal argument other than maybe Ayanna.
Yeah. That was
but
nuts.
They were both really...
Because Ayanna's very smart. Very, very smart.
You want to talk
quick with the tongue too.
You want to talk about a great casting story. She was out there. She wasn't even trying to be on the show. She was out there selling like water and mirrors to people to make extra cash.
Yeah. That's how I'm crazy.
Yeah, dude.
Right? Like these are the type of people that I miss.
Yes.
Yes.
Same.
The salt of the earth type of people.
That's why All Stars is so great.
Whatever happened to that? That was about the salt of the earth. Now it's all about,
It looks like a Maxim photo shoot.
Right?
That just got 1 million likes.
Right? Yeah.
It's not even Maxim sometimes. It's like, bitch, get out your fucking living room.
Get out of the bathroom. We can see the toilet.
Yes!
Stop it.
Your dog's taking a shit behind you.
Stop. Shut the lid, you dirty bitch. Shut the lid.
Right? Oh my God.
It just gets, I mean,
It's
but
true,
there
though.
is- I want to say that I see why they do this because you know, I mean, it's a very smart move on Bunim and Murray's part,
Right.
Oh,
to be
yeah.
honest with you, to capitalize on social media and these people who are making names for themselves on social media.
Well,
Right.
and look, they know their fan base and they know how rabid they get, especially when it comes to OG seasons when there's certain casts that they might want to float a rumor about.
Mm-hmm.
And they watch that cast, the fans just go into it, go crazy over it. And
Yeah. I mean, that's how you stay plugged in. That's how I stay plugged in. I didn't know anything that was happening unless I go on social media.
Exactly.
Right. And I kind of start going, oh, I didn't know that this was being said for the last 20 years. I didn't know this was fucking put out there for the last 20 years.
Right.
well,
Yeah.
we're from a different generation where social media was when it first came out, like
It was non-existent.
Yeah.
or it was non-existent, or if it was like MySpace, like that was just something you posted a fucking picture on when you went out to a club with like your digital photo.
Yeah, exactly.
camera.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all it was.
Yeah.
It wasn't everybody's life, every moment, reporting everything, where things have changed so much.
Now it is. Yeah.
God, I feel so old having this conversation right now.
Be old, bro, because you're having it with me.
Look
It's
at
a
this.
good
Look at
discussion,
this.
though, because we
Look at
talk
this.
about this shit in the challenge house all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But you can't really say, is it better? Is it worse? It's different.
That's
Yeah.
all it is. It's
just
things
different.
change.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's different. You know, and we talk about with our kids, like we can't raise our kids the way we were raised because it's a totally different world now than it
Right.
was when we were kids. So
Yeah.
we have to raise them for the world they're in.
That's a good. Oh yeah.
You know
Exactly.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So my mom, she's
that's
like,
That's a good.
she's
Like
like,
our parents had constantly talked about, you know, like strangers, like stranger danger, you know, but like the biggest thing that I preach to my kids is like how dangerous online is and how careful you have to be online
Yeah.
because you never
Oh, yeah.
know who's on the other side of that, you know, and not that I don't talk to my kids about like stranger danger in real life, but that emphasis on that online safety is so huge. Whereas like when we were kids, that wasn't a thing. I was doing all kinds of dumb shit
it
on
was
the
go
internet when I
outside
was
till
little.
the lights come out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because I mean, and now that the internet exists, you see the depths that people will go to push forward a story or to get what they want,
Yep.
especially from kids. Like it's fucking. You realize the depravity,
Depravity.
Depravity.
You
were
were
right.
You were there.
You were there. You
I
got
was
it.
waiting for my husband to be like, "Don't use that word." Proud. I want to hear his voice, but pass that word.
Hard pass.
Hard pass, baby. I think that. Okay, I lost my train of thought.
Well, I mean, here, and maybe this will jog your memory a little bit, but talking about that, like my mom, you know, she's born in the 60s. She comes over and she sees my son, who's 5 years old. He's on his iPad, and she's like, "Why is he always on his iPad?" It's like, because that's what they do now. That's what he has to get used to, because this is the most rudimentary piece of technology he'll ever know, and he needs to know how to learn how to use it.
Yes.
5-year-olds. Do you remember when those first came out and an adult picking that sucker up trying to use it? Now you 5-year-olds are like,
Yeah, and they're now using them in school.
I mean, my back wouldn't be as fucked up if I was able just to carry an iPad every day to college or to
Thank
fucking
you.
high school.
Yeah.
Like, I get so jealous. Our kids are like, "Oh no, we don't have homework. Teachers don't believe in it." I was like, "Motherfuckers,
don't
I
give
had
out
5
homework
hours
anymore.
a night."
They don't give out homework anymore unless you don't finish your classwork. At least in our district, for all the listeners listening, if it's different in your area, but in our school district wide, if it's like a rule that teachers don't give out homework. The only time your kids have homework is if they don't finish like something that they're working on in class.
Is there a reason for this? What are they saying? Why they do this?
They say that like just because like society and times have changed, like it you know, back in the day it was you typically had a parent at home and one working, and now like in this economy, in this world, in this society, you can't always rely on that. A lot of families have to have both parents working. And so the schools are like,
or single family
parents, you know what I mean?
I don't know how these single parents are doing it. And you know what? That's another thing that takes me back to Ayana. That's another type of person who's salt of the earth. You know, she's a single parent.
Yes. And she's a badass at it.
She does not have the resources a lot of us other people have.
Right.
That take for granted. And so I really, 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 because I think Ayana is the type of person that is very complex, that people get intimidated by her complexity and her depth.
She is literally one of the smartest people I've ever talked to. And I've only had like a 90-minute conversation. And I was just blown away about her knowledge on so many different subjects. Her view on life, her
and
ability to put herself in somebody else's point of view and see it from their perspective. It's very impressive.
But then when you get on the show, right, and it's fight or flight.
Yes.
It's fight or flight. And Ayana, she's a motherfucking fighter.
Yep.
And she's got a lot to fight for.
And she's got a lot of, and so if you get that heat, that's on you, bro. You fucking brought it on yourself. Why? What did you do to her for her to come at you like that? So don't act all goddamn innocent like it came out of nowhere, because I say a lot of fucked up shit and she doesn't come at me like that.
Yep, exactly.
Look, I've had 2 goals on this podcast. One was to have Anissa yell at me once, and I got her to do it. Mm-hmm. And the other was to try to get Ayana to do it. And I couldn't get Ayana to do it. She's just such a sweetheart when you actually talk to her.
Yeah, on her off time.
Yeah. But like
you pushed Anissa for that one though.
I did.
You get her on a challenge and you fucking put her in a corner, man, you're gonna lose an arm.
Look, I still say like the best part about the challenge, and I know some people will disagree, like some people love the drama, some people love the competitions. I love the moments that are bigger than the challenge, which is like when Ayana was helping Leah in that elimination in All Stars 2. And it transcends the challenge. And Ayana is able to deliver that. You were able to deliver it. I mean, because I think that moment you had with Melinda in All Stars 2. And you explained,
went above the show.
You explained, because at first it was like, hey, I'm not going to do this. And people got and then you explained why you didn't do it. And it's a moment that transcends the show. And it makes the show.
Well, you realize that there's a bigger picture that there, I understand we're making a show, but there's a bigger picture.
Yeah.
And that there's more, I guess maybe that is the hard part of being an OG coming back doing this, because you're trying to bring that level of maturity, but to win a game, you have to put that hat on.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And you're playing with people that you actually, even if I don't like, and I was talking about The Chosen, like I'm trying to like let karma do the work for me and not me, but God, that's why I'm like, God, I can't win. What the fuck? You definitely are my biggest, like, what do you call
advocates?
No, he's got it. Well, I am blessed, but I also think he has a sense of humor with my life.
Have you ever
I
seen
can't
that?
Explain it any other way.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the movie Stranger Than Fiction with Will Ferrell?
Yeah.
Where his life's being narrated by a professional author.
Oh, it's great.
And he's trying to figure it out. And he goes and sees this literature professor, and the literature professor goes, well, the first thing we got to find out if we want to know what's going to happen, are you in a tragedy or a comedy?
Yeah.
And so he's like writing down like everything that happens and whether it's a tragedy or a comedy.
It's a great movie.
It's a phenomenal movie. It's a phenomenal movie.
You should watch it. Yeah. It's great.
Okay, so that happens on the challenge. Like dude, there'll be situations that happen and you're like, this could be spun in so many different ways.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So many different ways.
Well, and that's, to go back to it, why we love doing this is because we're not editing for a storyline. We're editing for your story.
Right.
You know what I mean? And only taking things that...
I love that.
You know, and that's our thing, is it gives everybody the opportunity.
Like what was our perspective, our point of view entering the game, what we were dealing with. Yeah, I think a lot of smoke and mirrors happen when you talk to cast members. There's a lot of bullshit.
Put it lightly.
Out there.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's hard to sort through.
It is.
It's
yeah,
really
it is.
hard.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and look, at the end of the day, there's also the portrayal from the actual production itself. I know production inevitably is going to have people that they favor. There's a reason why Bananas is called for 22 fucking seasons.
Yeah.
It's not because production hates him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's so, and there's a certain story that's put forth.
Well, somebody definitely shines a light on him.
Yeah.
He has favoritism from somebody.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know who, but
I don't know.
But that's
who
why I
either.
appreciate the OGs and
Yeah.
All Stars, because it's, Tech said it best. Like in the flagship and other shows, they have nothing to lose in certain situations where people on All Stars have everything to lose to be on this show.
Yeah.
And they're putting a lot on
careers,
risk.
like everything,
Yes, that's what makes it the honesty. It brings back honesty on the challenge. It brings back more substance, more to bite into. That we're entering this game 20 years later, or how many years later, with a different perspective and with different weight on our shoulders. I mean, how are we going to navigate? How do you navigate such a fucked up social game?
Yeah.
Physically, mentally,
emotionally,
spiritually, emotionally.
All of it.
Yeah, because I mean, I have during those finals, I have talked to God, So it's just the evolution, and I love that the show is so special now, especially with All Stars, that you see the evolution of us.
Yes,
at least the ones who aren't afraid of putting themselves out there and being honest in front of the camera and what they're doing on the show. Because if you're putting on a character.
Well, and people are going to see through that. You know what I mean? And we talk. Well,
you hope.
Yeah. The fans notice it.
Can hope.
The fans definitely notice. Like when somebody doesn't feel genuine, it's pretty apparent through the screen. But that's what I've loved about All Stars. And we talked about this when All Stars first started with All Stars 1 was, like all these people that we watched when you guys were in your like early 20s and saying and doing dumb shit. And then now like we get to see you guys come back like 15, 20 years later and see that growth in who you are as a person. You know what I mean?
Did we grow did we get better or
is it for the worse
or worse?
Yeah. So and that's what is making for me, what makes All Stars so amazing. And it obviously it has that old school feel and
it brings back that nostalgia that we miss from having more of a cerebral, dare I say, fucking show.
Yeah.
Where there's more substance to it. There's more, and it's not just, I can fucking wrestle better than you, bro.
Yeah. Look,
fuck you.
That's a line from the last show. It's like Corey's like, I wrestled in the 8th grade.
I know when he said that, I was like, the 8th grade, Corey, come on.
He still fucked everybody up.
He did. He wrecked everybody.
He's still, yeah.
Good.
Yeah, he wrecked everybody.
Good job, Corey.
Yeah.
So, and that's something I was going to say is like yourself. The other person I noticed with really heavy was Trishelle. Like, the growth that happened from when you guys were previous on the show to when you came back on All Stars. It's you still have that charisma and that character, and you're like, oh, there's fucking Tina, or there's Trishelle, and I miss it's still, but it's the evolved version. It's who you are now.
2.0, baby. 2.0.
Yes. Yes.
Exactly.
And I fucking love it so much.
I think I'm getting better with age, which was not my body physically, but I'm definitely more comfortable with who I am and what I stand for. And
100%.
I think that coming back with that kind of confidence is, I think, what makes me a little different.
Mm-hmm.
Is that I am comfortable in my own skin.
Right.
Know thyself, and you know yourself.
This is the difference between having social media now than not having it back then, because now we actually get 24/7 almost on Twitter. I love following you on Twitter. I share half your shit into our Facebook groups. Because I'm like, if you're not following Tina, I don't know what you're doing. This is like grade A hilarious shit.
Yeah, you guys don't, they really don't show me on the show how I really am. And for the last 20 years, I've been hearing this, like, it's this whole narration about who I am as a person. And it's like, that could be further from the truth. I mean, there's elements of truth to it, but that's not the entire story. I am goofy. I'm goofy as fuck.
It's like I said on the phone. It's what we only get to see what editing decides to show us of you.
Yeah, when I'm pissed.
Right. Because that's what makes good TV. Not good old wholesome Tina that's like a fighter for their friend.
Well, and you're good at being pissed and yelling at people. You know what I mean?
I know, and I get so embarrassed when I get mad, but it takes a lot for me to get there. But when I'm there,
it's red. See,
it's going to be a show. Yeah. And I do not want to get there, but I know that they're like, hey, how can we fuck with her to piss her off? That's what I'm like, you TJ! You're not going to get me! You're not going to get me!
That's what I love so much about All Stars, though, is like, because look, Tina, they edited you to look like this tough, badass bitch all the time, which you are, but you have this whole other side like that goofy, never came through, the goofy and funny side
that before.
That once again makes you so relatable to us, the viewer. It's like, oh, I can be like that. I get that. You know what I mean? And it's such a refresh.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, I'm relatable. I'm your girlfriend or I'm you.
Yes.
Well, yeah. And that's like what I was saying earlier when we were talking about the whole swing thing. Like, you know, what happened on that swing with you is relatable to 98% of challenge fans watching it, because that's what would happen to 98% of us watching the fucking show if we were to try it. You know what I mean? Like, so it's relatable. Like, I watch it and I'm like, if I got on that swing, that's exactly what would have happened to me. That's fucking hilarious. I love Tina. Like, you know?
Right. And then for the rest of your life, you're like, oh my God, I did such great things on this show before. And now all I'm remembered for is being upside down on a fucking swing.
All right. If it makes you feel any better.
Badass Tina.
If it makes you feel any better, whenever anyone mentions you from here on out, I will forever remember you on All Stars 2 with the pans when you're like, enough of the bullshit. Pop, pop, pop. Enough of it.
I'm blowing all your motherfucking spots up.
Yep.
You don't want me to come back, bitch, because I'm going to do it my way. Tina 2.0, I'm going to blow your shit up.
Because to me, that was relatable, because as a fucking male that's over 35, like, I don't got time for anybody's bullshit.
Yeah.
Let's not fucking
done with it.
Let's stop bullshitting about this.
This isn't the high school shit. The high school shit is so nauseating.
Yeah.
But I can do it. I can do it. I can hang with them. Yeah, I can hang with them.
Of course.
Yeah.
I'll go there. I mean, they fucking know that, you know, I don't want to go there, but I'll go there.
Look, low key, one of my favorite things is when someone tries to get petty at the office and it's like, oh, and I'm your boss and I get to be petty back. Guess who's not getting any installs this week?
Right. I'm a petty bitch.
Sometimes it happens.
Yep.
Gotta remind them.
Don't fuck with me.
Just saying. Don't fuck with the schedule maker.
Yeah, you think you don't fuck with me. I got resources too.
Right.
So, Tina, one thing I do have to know though is you took a really long break from the duel till All Stars 2.
Minus the mercenary situation.
The mercenaries and Cutthroat, which you got to see Banana's backpack,
that was probably phenomenal.
That was probably
I have been there for a lot of big moments, and I am very happy. I mean, I wish I could see some of the commentary I had, like the unedited video of like of my reactions after. They must not be that good, but
I don't believe that.
Too good for TV.
But I'm curious as to, because I like that aspect now that going back and thinking about it. I wonder if my opinion, my perspective has changed.
Absolutely.
Right. Today versus then.
Right.
It's got to be out there. And it's really sad that we didn't have like Paramount back then where we could have gotten you guys unedited like we do now, because it's so much better.
So better.
Like,
so much better.
Even for like Darrell, who does great confessionals and stuff
Hearing
too.
in person is
But when he starts cussing, it's like chef's kiss.
Yeah.
Oh, right? Right?
I know why you're here now.
Yep.
It's just a cherry on top, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You don't get to see us. And I think maybe that with the heavy editing, that's what people miss.
Yes.
Is the more organic human side of us. And not just this person, this pompous person who's in gameplay and obviously obnoxious. We're all obnoxious when we're doing that shit.
Well, I mean, I just had All Stars 2 on this morning, and the first thing it was is Tina pops up and goes, "I'm back, bitches."
Well, look,
Hesitantly, but I'm fucking here. Let's see how this goes, guys.
every single one of you guys from the OG class are just so charismatic.
Yes.
That natural. Okay, somebody asked me a question like, what do you think is the difference between the generations? And it's honestly just natural charisma is a big part of it.
Look, there's a lot of people on Twitter that'll disagree with me on this, but there's only a few cast members that I've talked to from the current generation that have that level of charisma where you talk to them and you're like, holy shit, they can probably make themselves get along with anyone they want or make someone think that they love them. Just
they wanted to, yeah.
If they wanted to, because they're so charismatic and so able to just dominate a room. And it's like yourself, Darrell, and then in the current generation, like Devin is one of those guys. When you get into a conversation, he's an asshole. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, yeah.
But he's a charismatic asshole.
And they're engaging. There's something right.
Yeah.
There's that natural charisma that can't be faked. You can't fake the funk.
Right. Exactly.
I don't think I've met Devin.
I think
he's a pretty cool guy.
You guys would get along.
I think you guys would actually get along.
I would get along with him.
I think you guys would. All he does, he's a shit talker and he's very like sarcastic and funny.
Oh, so he likes to make comments and oh hell yeah! Then
you guys would have fun on a season together for sure.
Oh my god,
he would have me rolling, huh?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Could you imagine if they worked together?
I don't think I would be able. I'd have to watch the episode like 3 times because I wouldn't catch everything between laughs.
Right? I know.
I mean, it's already bad enough. Like I have to have the closed captions on now so I can read it.
Right?
Oh, you're aging yourself, old man. You're aging yourself.
No, it's because I'm eating chips at the same time as I watch you guys bust your ass running up a mountain.
I know, right?
Like, I can do this.
I'm like eating cookies and I'm like, why is it taking them so long to get up there?
My God, they suck.
Yeah.
You guys just don't see the fucking year ahead of time that these guys are doing 2-a-days.
Yeah.
Right? Exactly.
And you still look like shit. You're slow as shit.
I'm sitting there watching. I'm like, hey, babe, can you get me the goldfish while you're up so I don't have to get my fat ass off the couch?
That's how to be honest with you, that is how I prefer to do the challenge.
Oh,
right,
yeah,
there you
100%.
go. Couch.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. I'm asking them for a challenge where I can just sit there and not do anything and just talk. Please, God. Please. No, they want me to put me on a goddamn swing or put me on a building and walk out on a little plank.
Well, see, Tina would be perfect for that season we were talking about where we were talking about this this season idea where they would do like fans and favorites, but like the favorites would be like the coaches for the fans and like coach your fans like through the challenge. Like
I would love that. I would be so good on that one. I would be so good. I'm such a dude. I am really good at like navigating shit. I just don't want to do it. But if there's somebody willing to do it,
I can tell you how.
Yeah. I just don't want to do it.
Exactly.
Let's make that All Stars 5. OGs with fans.
But if I could, why do you think Kenny and I got along so well?
I was about to say.
Kenny and I mean, I definitely was in his ear too much.
Yeah, you guys had a great season, though.
Like a really dominant season. What you guys finished right behind Darrell and Aviv.
Aviv, yeah.
Aviv, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Because he was such a great challenger. Like I really, when I met, I didn't realize what I had on my hands when I chose him. But something was just telling me, okay, he's the second best with his stats. I'm going to go with this guy. And then when I met his personality and I could play along with his personality and just kind of bring it out. I mean, my God, he was awesome. Just then these guys, they get a little too big for their britches.
Right. Exactly.
Well, I mean, he had a
and
hell of
they don't have somebody there to be like, chill out, guy. You're not that big of a deal.
Yeah, exactly.
He got lucky in both Fresh Meat. Fresh Meat 1, getting you as a partner.
Oh, and then
Fresh Meat
2, he
because
got Laurel.
Laurel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know Laurel's my fresh meat grandbaby.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I call her my grandbaby.
I love Laurel.
that so much.
She is my, I want to say, lineage. So I am proud of having such a badass. Not only have I my lineage from the fresh meat seasons, I've had not just one, but two go on to be fucking major players in the game.
Champs and everything. Yep, exactly.
100%.
It doesn't have to be about me, but I love to see like people like, that's what I love. I was like, it doesn't need to be about me.
Right. Yeah.
Like, that's the difference between me and a lot of these other veterans is like, dude, I can take a step back.
We can have just as much pride in our babies as we do ourselves. We got this.
I have a lot of, I mean, they both done like, we've all done stupid shit.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, everybody does.
And then there's things that,
Yeah.
people don't like that. Let's go past that.
Yeah.
But I want to say as them as competitors, which I'll stick to, I am very proud of my babies.
Yeah. You got every reason to be.
I think I want to gloat, I have the best lineage on the challenge when it comes to having newbies and people who are fresh meat and fucking making dominant moves and dominant players in the game.
Laurel's my goat on the women's side.
Yeah, she's my goat. She's my female goat. She's the best female in my opinion.
I see an argument for other people, but in my opinion.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
No, I want to say I could, because I've talked to her about it, and I can see some of the influences with her gameplay, the bold, how she's very bold, and I love it. And it scares the shit out of people. And I love her bold gameplay.
Two things. I didn't want to go as far to say that you guys are a very similar archetype, but you guys are in the show. The role that you played in your seasons and the role that she plays in the social game. Mm-hmm. And the prime example is, I think, the interaction she had with Michelle on Ride or Dies, where Michelle was like pouring out her heart to her and like was asking like, I don't feel comfortable around you and all this.
And then she looks at Laurel and she's like, are you going to say anything? And Laurel was like, are you going to ask me a question? Because she was interrogating Laurel. Just no emotion towards her, like a freaking cry fest that she just had. Just, are you going to ask me a question?
So because Laurel was like, I see this as a monologue. What do you need me here for?
What does this have to do with you voting me in? You just voted me in. What do I care? What do you have? What do you want?
I'm letting you have your moment.
Yeah.
I'm letting you have your moment. You want a reaction from me? Is that what this whole diatribe is about? Like,
that was exactly the feeling to it. Exactly. Yeah.
100%.
So what do you want?
And I see, so that's a Laurel, like, I like that Laurel is like, she sees it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She's not stupid. That's what I like about her. She's not stupid.
She's not afraid to call people out. She's not afraid to, be that petty, that tough bitch role. You know what I mean? And she'll play it. She plays it well.
Yeah, she's not afraid to put that hat on.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well,
I love her.
I just like the fact that
to get the job done.
It seems that Laurel has a very different mindset that gets switched when she goes into competitor mode than when she's in house mode. And that's something. And look, I know everybody's not a fan of Laurel, just like everybody's not a fan of CT. But it seemed like CT, as he got older, got that switch figured out himself.
Yeah.
Maybe
not control that switch a little bit more.
Yeah, not in his earlier years. He was fucking a wild man.
And I'm telling you, I think that the challenge is the biggest influence of that switch in him.
Yeah.
Yes, 100%.
Because I think that if he didn't have the show to truly make him reflect on who he is and what he's about and what he's doing, I don't think that he would have that ability to I don't think that it would because it's so tough and it's such a fucked up thing
right
for you to do that. I think that that's what made him a better person,
I just kind of I just put together
if he's a better person. I don't know, I haven't seen him in years, so I don't know.
Well, you were there for a lot of the major moments in that man's career, unknowingly, the duel, which is his huge storyline with DM. You're there for that. You're there for the moment that she takes off her wig before swimming into that.
I got into a fight after that fucking day too, because I got mad at another cast member for trying to make it about them. And then it turned out to be about us. And I'm like, damn it, that's not what I wanted to happen.
Right.
It's one of the most memorable episodes of any season of the challenge.
Probably
Poor
the
DM.
most memorable. Yeah.
I know, but
Fucking poor DM.
I know. But you're also there for his comeback in Cutthroat after he seems like he finally learned to grow the fuck up, for lack of a better term.
He got smarter.
Yes.
Yeah. That's probably a better way to put it. Yeah. He grew up a little bit.
I really saw the change start to happen with CT around like Rivals 1, Rivals 2, X's. You know, it was right shortly before DM passed, you know, unfortunately. But I mean, he's grown a lot. Like you can see how much he's grown with how he plays and, you know, all of this. And
I haven't met him. I haven't seen him recently.
Oh, yeah.
I have a weird relationship with a lot of these cast members where, you know, like if you're going to talk to me, I don't give me the show. Don't talk to me about the show. Don't fucking try to gameplay with me. I want to know about you. I want to know how you're doing. How is your life? And then we can talk about the show.
You want to talk about real shit because you're a real person at the end of the day. That's what it is.
I'm a deeper. The shallow shit.
Yeah.
It's cool. But like, I'll be looking at you like Laurel, like,
Look, here's my thing. And that's, I picked it up just sitting here talking with you for about like the last 90 minutes or so, which is when we start getting into like perspectives and other people's thoughts and it goes to a deeper train of thought, you light up.
Yes.
Right away.
Yes. Because that's what turns me on about this shit is that more of that's what's entertainment to me.
Right. Yeah.
It's not just about who can freaking throw a bag the farthest or run a story or manipulate your way to a win. Like I like that part, but I think that if it's too physically focused, it just gets so shallow.
Yeah, you have to have that nice balance between like social play, competitive play, drama, the cast having fun. You know what I mean? Like, because if we're not seeing you guys have fun and we're just constantly seeing you guys go after each other and, you know, like all this stuff, like it has to have that nice balance. Which
there are cast members. There are cast members that that's what they do. They go out, they're really good at picking fights.
Yes.
And then being like, she's so mean. It's like, bitch, this is the third time today you said something to me. I'm just handed at this point.
Right? This is why I would never survive on the challenge. I would, oh my God, because I can't keep my mouth shut. I'm so bad at it. I can't shut up.
I know it's hard.
Look.
It's hard. I can't win. I say too much.
Our oldest son tells us like some kid makes fun of him. I'm like, tell me what he looks like. What's he do? Tell me something off about him.
How old is he?
I'll give you some good zingers.
Yeah, exactly. And that's it. And that's how I know like I could never do these shows. Like,
too petty. Too petty.
You try not to be. That's why you watch The Chosen.
Right.
Over and over because you're trying not to be petty and being like, fuck, you know how bad I want to just fuck with that bitch so hard.
So much.
It's balance.
Just for entertainment purposes, because I have nothing more to do with my time and I'm bored.
Yeah, exactly. I'm bored, so I want to fuck with this person. Yeah.
Yeah, because talking to her, it's boring too. So let's just fuck with her.
Look, in my real life, like my thing is if I can't fuck
mean.
with you and say fucked up shit to you once in a while, I can't be your friend.
Yeah.
Like my idea of flirting with her is like
we talk shit to each other.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, babe, your elbows are so fucking sharp. Do you use those to put butter on the bread? Like how's that work?
Oh, she must tear through it. Does she tear through it? She tears through it. You need to toast that.
Look
shit.
at those scenes. Look, they're like deadly weapons. She could skin an animal with that.
That'll take a socket out. That'll take a socket out.
Yeah.
Yeah, bitch. Yeah, that's my specialty.
That's why I don't go on the challenge right there.
Don't get her into a balls in.
Girl, you should go on the challenge with those bows. Be my partner. I'll tell you how to use them.
There you go.
I'm on Tina's team, okay? I am on Tina's team.
Girl, get on my team. I'll tell you. You're going to go for it.
The lineage.
I might not be that far with you, but I'll definitely get you as far as possible.
Right.
Use that phone a friend. Oh, not the right show, but
Not the
we'll
right show,
use it.
yeah.
We'll use it for this.
Yeah, hey, shit. I wish I could call a hoe on some
Right.
of those things. Especially during trivia days.
Right. Can I get multiple choice? Can I?
TJ, what is the degree of the emphasis of? And then he gives another question. What color is the ocean?
Right. I know. I'm like, what?
Why couldn't that be mine?
Who wrote these questions?
It's the intern that did the stats for Worlds.
Oh, gosh. You're never going to let that poor intern rest.
And that's why you see, and then production starts laughing because you see my face and I'm going,
Yeah. Have you ever wanted to just look at TJ and be like, no, fuck you, TJ. I'm going to ask you a question.
oh, I said that.
If you don't get it right, you're going in the water.
Or I'll look at him and if I see his eyes starting to go towards me, I go,
Start looking off to the side, like, I don't know.
yeah, that's what will get me. But if I like look at him, I'm like, don't fucking come at me today. Come on, man. Don't ask me any questions. I can't handle it today.
I always wonder, like, how good TJ would actually do if he was put in, like, a trivia challenge, like, because he loves the trivia.
Oh, he'd probably do shitty.
Yeah, you're
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he'd do shitty.
Right.
I'll call that out. Sorry, TJ. I think he would do shitty. That's why he has the best position in the house.
Yes. Oh, he
does.
loves the trivia, probably
Oh.
because he knows he wouldn't be able to do it well, and he likes just watching everybody else fall.
I actually think he actually can't stand it.
Really? You think he hates trivia?
Mhm.
And the production just like plays it up, tells him to play it up or whatever.
I'm sure he likes watching people fall.
Yeah, because you can entertain yourself.
Yeah.
Why do you think I was like, TJ, I want him to be up there and I want to have my hand on the button asking questions. Like,
Right.
TJ, did you shit? Do you have stains in your underwear? And I'll be like, no. And I'll be like, liar. You're about to. Boom. That's why he
Oh
loves
my
to laugh.
God.
That's why he has fun because he can fuck with us any way he wants. And
Yep.
it's funny.
Yeah.
Look, I feel like TJ's like almost sacred at this point, even with the cast, because like we try to get stories about TJ out every now and then, and they're like some of the hardest. Like we were talking to Derek, and we've talked to a couple people. We're like, we heard TJ thinks it's hilarious when people bust ass up there, and
Yes.
we'll get different stories from different people.
He thinks because I think there's a lot of ego when it comes to the challenge.
I believe so. Yes, I believe so.
You
Yeah.
know? So when you get some of those people, TJ is like,
Yeah.
No, TJ. Look,
You
like,
can always tell who TJ likes and who he doesn't like.
yeah.
a really good poker face. And I think that he is a very competitive person and he loves watching the competition just as much as the rest of us. Like he's, you
Oh,
like
yeah.
the action. You like the fucking live action. And then everything else, you're like,
Yeah.
Look, the only reason I got into that show is because I watched it a couple times. And I saw pole wrestle and Hall brawl and balls in. I was like, fuck
Those are-
yes,
yeah.
let's
Mhm.
go.
yeah, those are intense. I like watching it, but I don't want to participate in it.
Oh yeah, no,
No, I don't
Participate
either.
in it. That's why I'm always yelling at TJ. I'm like, fuck you, TJ. You have the best job in the house. I want your job, bro.
I mean,
Ooh, Tina as
I don't
host?
think I could think of a better person to host.
I don't think, no, because, and then I also followed up with, hey, TJ, whose dick are you sucking to get this job?
Yes.
He's like, I'm like, I know you sucking somebody's dick, bro. You just tell me who.
Right?
This long.
Because you're definitely like fucking pulling on that shit. You've been here a long time. So these are the conversations I have with TJ. That's why they don't make air.
That's
I fucking love
Nice.
it.
I love it.
It's right before I go into elimination. And he's like, okay, now Tita, you have to get in the stand. I'm like, okay, let's do this.
All
All right, let's get
right,
this
all right.
over with. I want to see how this goes.
Let's get 5 shots of you running into the arena till we get the right one.
Right? Oh my God.
I try to do the one shot.
I know.
I try to do the one shot, and if I fuck it up, they know, and it's just not good. I hate fucking up because I'm like, oh, get it over with. Let's get this over with.
Who was it we were talking to? I can't remember who it was, but I feel like it was from season 38, Ride or Dies, and they were talking about like when you guys like exit the elimination arena, and they were like, somebody had messed up and they made everybody go back up and line up and refilm the exit. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I would be so irritated after standing there for 3 hours, having to pee, thirsty, hungry. And
Who was it?
I can't remember who it was. Wasn't it right after?
It was Tori who told us the story.
Was it Tori who told us the story?
But she didn't say who it was. I don't think she wanted to embarrass him.
But somebody fucked up the shot.
That's good that she did it because Tori definitely knows the jig, right? She knows the dance.
Yeah.
So I'm glad she didn't bless him up. But yeah, I mean, when you have those long days where it's like, normally it's me that Tina don't look that way. It's like,
shit. Sorry.
Sorry, guys. Can we have take 46 now?
Yeah, I didn't mean to deadpan the camera. My bad.
I looked in the wrong direction. My bad.
Catering's back at the house.
I'm sure Tori, it'd be like, I'm sure Tori's going to vote me off next because I fucked up. Okay. And it gets that petty. It gets that petty. And I'm not going to lie. I get that petty too. So I'll be like, that bitch, she fucking, do you know how many times we had to redo that shit?
She kept looking at the fucking camera, man. Like, let's get her out of here. She don't know how to film.
Yeah.
Get her out.
I mean, you don't have to look at every camera around you, bitch.
Just focus on one. Jesus. You do it like
great.
they do in The Office, where you just stare for 30 seconds and then move on.
Yeah,
all
exactly.
Right? 5 seconds stare, move.
Yeah. Oh no, I remember on Fresh Meat, they had this on this turntable, and you had to like be stiff and not let your eyes
Oh shit.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't do it.
They didn't even use any of that footage because everybody, you could see them like you could see their eyes tracking, I bet. I mean, it was just bad. I was like, you guys want me to be That's how I felt as I was turning around, so I wouldn't focus on anything.
That's one thing they need to bring back for sure is the intros from the old shows.
Like TJ playing you guys as a video game on Fresh Meat. Like that was freaking awesome.
What was the other one? Inferno 2. That was really good. With
jumping up out of the sand.
Yeah.
On Gauntlet. Yeah, I think that was Gauntlet 3 when they came up out of the stand and stuff. And then there was the one
versus now, what do? They just go past it, right?
They don't have any intro. There's no.
It's like a scenery shot with TJ narrating it.
Yeah, TJ just narrates the previous episode.
Okay, cool. I like that. Let's get into the meat of it. Like those intros.
No, come on.
They were so fun though. Like the one from fun. I think it was Inferno 2.
They need to do those as like they need to do those as teasers or like I don't know. But yeah, they were fun when we did them.
Well, and they're funny. Like I said, the one of my favorite ones is the one from I think it's Inferno 2, or maybe it's Gauntlet 2. I don't know. But anyway, they have the cast coming up out of the water, but as they come up out of the water, they're completely dry. So like you can tell they just reversed the video. But I'm like,
wasn't it Inferno 2 where it was like good guys versus bad or something like that, where everybody was dressed in a certain outfit, like Rachel wore the red corset, and then there's like John
and you guys
wearing the hat,
the Inferno and the fire barrels, and
well, it got so serious.
Yeah.
But I also think that, and I can't stress this enough, whoever is the dominant person in the house having the biggest influence in the decision making, that's who you have to be careful about aligning yourself with.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're not playing your game, you're playing their game.
Right.
100%.
You know? And it gets frustrating. And you don't have, I mean, there's nothing you could, and then nothing, you know.
There's nothing you can do.
Yeah. And then you see me where I'm like, do you think they don't put me on this shit to win, motherfucker.
I am here for
relief.
I'm here for support in entertainment and comedic relief, and to be a fucking asshole.
Yeah. I'm a really good athletic supporter. I will say I'm a very good athletic supporter.
There you go.
Look,
like a jock strap.
I feel like the challenge figured out what they need to do. Like what they need to do in the Olympics is just put in one normal person so we can tell how fast these people really are.
Yeah.
Like that's what the challenge is done already.
Yeah.
They're like, Let's just put a normal person.
The baseline.
Yes.
The baseline for all you guys. And then I make everybody else look better.
Exactly. You're like, fans, if you were in here, this is what it would look like for you. Okay. So
and I'm pretty good.
Exactly.
Like you're definitely like in the top 90 percentile of normal people, at bare minimum of athletic ability.
Yeah.
But in this group, I am definitely the worst.
It's like one of those situations for guys. It's like, I could totally play in the NFL. And then you don't realize you wouldn't make it through warm-ups before you died.
Okay, so I had the pleasure of meeting Danny, the USA 1 winner.
Yes, he's awesome.
I had so he is a professional athlete, okay? None of this, I made it into med school, motherfucker. Oh, you okay there?
He's good. He just hit the pen. He's good.
It's his first time.
I'm fine.
You feel better?
Okay.
Look, I was in sales. I can make myself on point right now if I have to. I've got a different voice I use and everything. It's fine.
Okay, so go normal voice and then go when you're on voice.
Oh, my work voice? Okay. The normal voice is like...
Okay, work voice.
All right. Hey guys, it's Rick, sales team. Thank you so much for calling. I'd love to be able to help you with that. Have you tried resetting your computer yet?
Oh, you did customer service, dude. You're a fucking customer service.
That's how I got my start. And then I did sales.
Interview's over.
Yeah, sales. You know what, Tina? That's a great point. And I'm so glad you brought that up. But obviously with this, it'll make you more money. So it's sound investment. Did you want to go ahead and do that by credit card or check?
Oh, you're asking me paper or plastic. Well, do you have a credit card? Because I need to borrow one right now.
Right?
Look, if somebody wants to steal my credit, they're more than welcome. Maybe they can make it a little bit better than mine. It currently is.
Right? I would actually help your fucking credit score if I had your info.
Probably.
Look, go ahead and steal it. Maybe you get a bill going.
You sound like every ex-boyfriend I've ever had. Jesus Christ. But girl, it's a labor of love. I know, I get it. You want to get your man to make the most money as possible and your friend.
It's all about low expectations and you slightly over-deliver.
Slightly, okay, so that's your how you like to go through life?
No, I not at all.
No,
I'm a Capricorn through and through.
Ridiculously driven.
Yeah, I.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Yeah,
he's ridiculously driven.
I would say I'm kind of like going with that a little bit too, where I set my bar so low that everything I do, I fucking rock.
There you go. See, that's right? The way to do it. So
there's dude, I can't, everything I do is exciting and awesome.
That's winning.
There you go. That's how you should do it.
I go in there thinking, I'm going to shit this.
Yeah, no, 100%. So I'm a Capricorn through and through. I inform everybody else that I'm dumb. I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, that's a Capricorn trait? Because that's my trait too, because I'm a Gemini.
No, but I am so fucking hard on myself, about every little thing. Every little thing. Like it's bad. See,
and I'm just a typical mom who thinks that I'm superwoman and can do everything. So I have very high expectations and I never meet them.
Well, yeah, because you have to. You have to operate at that level.
Yeah.
When you have kids as a mom, I mean, I do think that I do come in at a default compared to some of the moms there. Because after seeing, but Janae was an outlier. Janae made her a better player.
Right.
It didn't help that girl that brought her kid to the challenge.
Oh, my God.
Oh, Baloo?
Yeah, Baloo. It didn't help her as much.
That was oh, yeah. But I was actually, I miss those days where production was willing to kind of let you guys see more of us.
Yeah, real life.
More of who we are, not just like who we are as competitors.
100%.
I think that a lot of the story is lost when you do the individual competitions and you can't see how someone navigates besides the voting part. And the voting part is so bullshit by the time that it gets down to it, because it's already decided. How the votes are going to go. At least I do.
Yeah.
100%. And here's the thing. I think the major change in this show, and this is on the show itself, is it used to be about the people.
Right.
Now it's
Yeah.
about the show itself.
Yes.
And
That's
that's
very
the
true.
difference. It was about the characters, and now it's not.
Yeah, they've kind of, now it's just more about the game.
The game. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But people are like, we don't turn in for the game. I mean, that's part of it. That they're throwing things at us, typical challenges, or not, they're not typical anymore, but challenges, and to see how we can work our way through these difficult challenges. As I do miss the team format. I don't miss, I'm sure a lot of people of the winners don't like that because you don't make as much money.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's a good point.
No.
And that's why they wanted to do the individual, and why you can doing the individual. That's why you'll hear a lot of people saying we want to keep it individual, because you make the most money that way.
Right.
100%. But I think there's a lot to be said for the people that did win when your prize was like 12 grand and an Xbox 360. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, like Kenny and I, we got second place,
Yeah.
yeah.
and I got taxed. I think I got as much as I got for being there for a week with my prize money.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm definitely not doing it for the money.
Yeah, exactly.
Well-
Like we said earlier, it was more about the experience back then. You know, the money wasn't the big driving point. Whereas now, when the prize money is $500,000 for first place, it's like that's what you're working
It
for.
can change your life dramatically. You're
Oh yeah, at 100%. And then that's when you see what certain people shouldn't have money.
Agreed.
yeah.
They need to bring back the daily wins where you win like a sidekick or
Prizes.
a motorcycle.
I didn't win those motherfuckers either.
I was gonna say, but actually give them to you guys this time, because we talked. Who did we talk to? I think it was like Jody.
Anissa was one.
Anissa,
Jody was the other
Jody,
one.
who told us that like a lot of those.
I need to put out so many shows, bitch. How much more shit do you need, girl?
But I guess a lot of those prizes were never actually given like to the cast. Like they never actually
yeah.
got the prizes and
Yeah.
stuff. And I'm like, all right.
Oh, I got mine. That's for sure.
And Tina's like, I ain't leaving without my shit.
I was actually mad because I was like, they won Tempur-Pedic beds at one point on
Yeah.
the Battle of the Sexes too. I was so jealous on the next challenge when I saw some of those boys walking on with their Tempur-Pedic pillows that they got from the season before.
You motherfuckers.
I'm gonna pee on that pillow tonight.
Right?
that's what I miss, is that kind of,
I'm a little petty.
yeah.
Yes.
Or like Coral finding out about Julie pissing on
Pissing
her bed.
on her bed.
And then like asking someone to recreate. Was she like squatting over it? Or like,
yeah,
what was
right.
she
CT to
doing?
recreate it. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the entertainment.
Yes.
Yeah.
That shit was so great. Like, don't get me wrong.
She squatted and pissed on her bed, huh?
Yeah, it was after Julie tried to call Coral out to wrestle her in the grass on what season was that? When after she tried to like kill Veronica, she tried to fucking unclip her thing, right? Wasn't that the same
Yeah, I'm
the
pretty
same
sure it was.
season
Yeah.
when she tried to unclip her thing?
She goes a little far. She takes it too far.
And then she tried to challenge Coral to wrestling in the grass, and Coral was like, that was when we got the line from Coral where she's like, I don't wrestle, I beat bitches up. And then
Yeah.
I guess Julie got, Julie was just fucking with her, and she went in and pissed on Coral's bed, and CT told Coral.
Because she couldn't fuck with Coral enough, and Coral
Yeah.
wasn't falling for it. And so they do that for a reaction. They want a reaction.
Exactly.
Mhm.
But what was great is that Coral didn't even get mad that Julie pissed on her bed. She was just so mind blown that Julie pissed on her bed. She was like telling CT, she's like, well, did she squat? Did she like lift her leg? Or like, how did she do this? Like, my favorite part.
Like, I'm really, I mean, if it was your bed at home, I would be like, what the
Fuck. Yeah.
you're sleeping on a bunk bed and somebody probably was just thrown out. So you just go take their mattress.
Exactly.
Whatever. Switch rooms. No big deal.
I want to hear the story. What the fuck did this crazy bitch do with my
Exactly.
pissing in my bed?
Yeah. How did she do it? What?
I'm glad she didn't like accidentally drop a duke or two.
Right?
Pushing it out.
Here's a little Hershey's kiss.
A wise man once said, not all pee-pee times are poo-poo times, but all poo-poo times are pee-pee times.
Oh my God.
Oh,
That's
that
big
is
facts.
true.
Yeah.
It's
That's
facts.
true.
That is big
Yeah.
facts.
When it comes out at the same time, that's a special day.
Yes. Saving time.
I ate a little too much. I held that in too long.
I'm going to go get myself a glass of wine now.
Oh, hell yeah. Fucking double barreling it.
And now I see why you and Derek are such good friends.
Yes.
100%.
Oh my gosh.
I'm telling you, when you have those cast members that all you could do is just sit around and talk like this.
Yeah.
And just forget about the gameplay. You could forget about the fucking gameplay for that little inch of normalcy and being able to laugh at your friends. Oh my God. And Derek, I tend to float towards those people because it's like, they make me feel normal, and it takes my mind out of the game because I can get vicious.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I possess that, but I don't like that side of myself because nothing comes good of it.
Exactly.
No, and
I agree.
That's what we learned as we mature is that, look, I can go to that place, but nothing beneficial is going to happen unless it's.
I really don't want to. Like, I don't have to. And then I don't even want to do it if I'm getting paid to do it. Like, it's like, oh, I just feel dirty.
Yeah, and it's just it's so much energy to like be mad and like yell at people and just
Well, that's pretty well, I let that go. That's why. That doesn't really weigh on me because I just let it go and then walk away and then I'm like, oh shit, there's aftershocks.
Exactly.
Don't let her get it twisted. She's the same one that's screaming out the window when someone's going too fast or cuts us off.
I'm terrible. Like I yell all the time. I have road rage. I hate people. I hate social media. I am constantly bitching about something or talking shit to somebody.
Who's in charge of her Instagram page?
There's literally times where the boys are like, they're like, Karina, you need to get off Instagram, get off Facebook, stay out of the groups, put your phone down and shut the fuck up before you get us in trouble. And I'm like, okay. I'm sorry.
It's hard. It's so hard.
Yeah.
But that's why you have friends to do it because I do the same thing. And then Veronica, she's pretty good. She'll be like, Tina, you're going off the rails. I'm like, really?
That's these two for me. They're like, you need to calm the fuck down. I'm like, okay.
Give me the password. I'm going to take it over.
I know, but that's not when you want to hear it.
No.
Oh, and I don't message Karina directly. I'll be like, hey, Rick, what's going on?
No, none of you guys do. None of you guys do. I take the charge. I take the charge every time.
No one wants to give you that bad news, girl.
No, and I'm the one that does it every time, and she doesn't want to hear it the first day. I'm like, look, you need to take a break. And she's like, fuck you. And it's like, and then like,
I don't need no break, bitch. Breaks are for pussies, okay? Fuck you.
Tell me what the hell I'm doing. I'm operating at 11. I'm on to something.
Like 12 hours later, I talked to her and she's like, yeah, you're probably right. All right, here's the password.
I probably shouldn't have said any of that.
And then when you delete it, then that makes okay, so that is another thing with social media. I can't believe I was actually flattered that an article was written about my tweet about being nothing, that I'm staying out of it. I was like, do you see all the other fucked up shit that was written?
Exactly.
Fact that I said I'm staying out.
Trendsetter.
Exactly.
Tina's thoughts.
The hashtag Tina's thoughts. And I was making a joke. And then the next thing I know, I'm getting a call like, are you trying to cancel?
What?
Cancel? I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't even paying attention to what the feedback. I was just like, Laurel, you went too far with calling him a punk. Really? Wes knows he can be a punk, but that's part of his charm.
Right.
It's not new information. But, I mean, because Wes knows how to be a punk. But she admits to it. Laurel admits, she's like, I don't know him outside of the game.
Yeah.
So and that's the hard thing wrestling with in your mind, at least for me. Someone gameplay versus not, because in the game, if you're acting like that, we don't have writers. That's you.
Yeah, exactly.
You're thinking this shit up.
Well, and that's my thing too, is like, I try to remember that, maybe not necessarily like personality and stuff, because obviously, like, I agree, like, you should be yourself even when you're on TV and everything. But as far as like gameplay and things that you're willing to do in the show, might not always necessarily be things that you're willing to do outside of the show. You know what I mean? Like backstabbing, lying, stealing money,
You got that right, sister.
And so it's like when people are like, oh, well, you know, she's a backstabber and liar and steals money and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, no, that's what she did for the show. But that doesn't mean that she'd be willing to do that in real life. You know what I mean? Like those are two different, different things.
Imagine then going into a game knowing this about somebody and having to trust them to get because they're a lot of these, they're sociopaths. They are brilliant at selling you their lie.
Sometimes they go as far as to get their sisters to write notes for them for this upcoming season.
Fucking bananas, man. Oh my God.
Just saying.
Come up with a new shtick, dude.
Heard it's going back to back.
Brother, did you do that 10 years ago?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
No, it was about that, honestly.
I guess, yeah. Jesus Christ.
No, it wasn't.
I have no idea. But I know somebody sent me that, and I was like, well, what is it? Explain this to me.
Yeah.
Explain it, you know, but I heard that it's a good show, though.
Yeah.
That's what I've heard, too. But
I'm excited to watch it. Check it out, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I will, but.
Well, I guess not. Maybe the person who said it to me was trying to get me to watch it because they need viewers. I don't know.
Maybe. Look, I'm not going to say that I'm going to pay for Peacock to watch it.
Right. That's true.
I'm not going to go out of my way. If someone wants to give me their login, you know.
Might check it out, you know.
I hope you're paying for that Paramount Plus because it's worth it.
I am.
Yes. Oh, yeah, we do.
It's part
Paramount. Yeah.
Yeah, we have to.
Yeah. That's like one of the subscriptions that we are like, we can never get rid of Paramount Plus now.
My girlfriend, she was like, she thinks that Paramount has the best. Okay. Paramount Plus is a label that pays me.
Right.
But I would say, this is not a lie. My girlfriend, and her name is Lori. She's like, she thinks that Paramount Plus she's glad that she got it. Cause she's like, the shows are better on it.
Yeah.
Than any other, like as far as like episode shows.
Right.
And that's what she loves about it.
Yeah. I would say like Paramount is probably the best for shows as far as TV shows. My only argument for movies is like probably like Max or HBO Max, whatever they're calling it now. But that's just because they have.
Oh yeah, well that's what they're known for.
Yeah,
and that's their stick.
Yeah, exactly.
You know. So, but I hate saying this. Like COVID was absolutely horrible, but the only good thing that came out of it for us was it forced me to have a lot of extra time. So I watched The Challenge and I rewatched it all, and that's what got us going on. You know, this whole journey.
And you found your passion
on the podcast.
Yeah.
Yep.
I know. And it changes I think that the life-changing part for the better or introducing something new. I think that's what I love the show about is that it's not only is it giving us old people, I should stop saying that, us OGs, because I look better than some of those 20-year-olds. Okay.
The adults. That's what we are.
Okay. I mean, the shit, I work on this shit.
Right.
Yeah. But I have no idea.
The OGs and vets and new people like coming together, like playing together and
no.
But yeah.
Oh, I don't know. It's probably some.
That's one of those Tina's lost thoughts.
That was a Tina's lost thought.
But going off of that, I will just expand on that and say that I do love that. And I would honestly love to see a season of a mix of all of them, like some all-star OG players, some of the, you know, like newer vets, and then some of these newer players that are coming from like CBS and stuff, and just do like a massive like season 40 blowout of like all-stars versus challenge vets versus CBS or something like that. You know what I mean?
Survivor.
Like it would be so freaking cool. Like the OGs versus the new vets versus
the new battle of the shows.
The new battle of the I don't know how you would name them all,
but battle of the shows.
I would like to start this that I think 40 should be OGs with vets, and I don't have to do shit, and I just tell my OG what to do.
There you go. I like that.
That's what I'm pushing. Challenge 40.
I love it. Hashtag challenge 40.
Right. Yep.
I would never, I mean, the flagship is intense.
Yeah.
I just couldn't imagine being
really
gone for anywhere between 6 to 8 weeks, 6 to 12 weeks at a time to film. Like that's just fucking nuts.
You really can't have, I mean, it's definitely a
It's a commitment.
It's a commitment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You really can't have a life outside of it.
No.
And I think that because of that it has made, because if you don't have any outside influences, like when the only thing you're doing is challenge, and that's the mind frame you're operating in, I don't think it's sustainable.
It's too
Agreed.
cutthroat.
Yeah.
Not to use a title.
But it is. I mean, it really, like, even me coming back, my girlfriends are like, Cantina,
why are you doing
you
that?
don't need to get that vicious. Like, take the venom out. And I'm like, bitch, no, fuck it.
I'm back.
We got to get her first. And they're like,
This is my release.
there's not a mic in the freaking toilet roll, paper roll, Tina. Like, it's like shit like this that, you gotta deal with when you come back from a challenge.
Yeah, exactly.
So based on our whole conversation, and me and you've interacted on Twitter a little bit, because I remember we had a really good discussion about like the GOAT and the Mount Rushmore of the challenge.
Yes.
And I've thought about this. I don't want to ask you your Mount Rushmore. I want to ask you, if you were going to do a season and it was a team, let's say a team of 4, you, another woman, and 2 other males.
Ooh.
Did you ask me this?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
Not to win it, but the people you would just want to be on the team with the most. Who would it be?
Well, that would be tough to narrow down. Just 4 of us?
Yeah. So you, another woman, and then 2 guys.
Oh, that throws a wrench in it.
You know what? I'll let you pick the team however you want to pick it.
Yeah, I need to think. When people ask me these questions, they're such good questions that I want to answer it like really well, because I feel like if I would say names, I would regret it.
And then later you're like, shit, I forgot.
I'm putting you on the spot.
Yeah.
I absolutely am.
You are putting me on the spot. Well, this is what TJ likes to do. Tina, who you going to fucking... There's a fire.
If you don't, I'm going to hit mute on Josh.
Wow.
Oh, why so mean? Oh my God.
Because I can't do that to you. So Josh, lack of options.
Oh yeah, because I do it to myself enough.
You better answer it now. Here, I'll answer for you.
Who would you guys think that I would choose? If the closest people that I would want, it depends on if I want to win. It depends on if I want to win or if I want to have fun.
Right.
If you want to have fun and win, I think Derek C is a good option.
Yeah. Derek C would be.
That's a good option.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay.
I think, and he fits in both for you because Derek C is an underrated competitor.
Yes,
Very underrated.
he is. He's so underrated.
100%.
Who I'd like to see would be you, Laurel, Derek, and Wes.
Ooh, that would be interesting. That'd actually be a really good team.
That is a good team.
I like your face.
Oh my God.
She just envisioned the whole season.
I like that. I'm going to masturbate to that one later. Oh,
Right. Know thyself.
You're welcome. All of you, you're welcome.
Hashtag Tina's thoughts. Guys, I'm finally in the winner's circle.
Right?
Oh, fuck. That was great.
Because you can't tell me I suck anymore.
Right? Fuck you guys.
Fuck you, challenge champ.
Yeah, that's all I wanted to do.
God, that's a hard one to beat. I would say, honestly, and I'm going off more recent things because I'm not going to say, some people don't do the challenge anymore that you were originally on the season with. But I would say you, Veronica, Nehemiah, and probably either Wes or Derek K.
Ooh, that would be a really good team, honestly. Yeah.
That would work. We could work together.
That would be a really good team. And there's so many options. Yeah.
And
I work really good in groups. Like I'm really good as a support. I know that some people, they want to be that. I don't mind being supportive. Like I don't mind being in the supportive role. In fact, I like it.
Right.
Yeah.
Tina, the professional jockstrap.
The professional jockstrap of the challenge.
Yeah, I like it.
Well, look, here at the end of the day, not everybody's Jordan Wisely, who's good at every single thing that he's ever
anything
done.
He looks at. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to tell you that meeting Jordan And seeing how his frame of mind is so impressive.
It really is.
Like if there's something that he can't do, he's going to make sure he learns how to do it and do it well.
He gonna learn how.
He's so headstrong. And I think he's gifted in that way. I wish I had that type of discipline. I wish I had that drive. It's so I don't think that there's anybody on the challenge that I have to say so far that I've met is as driven as Jordan is.
Yeah, I agree 100% with that.
That man is fucking impressive with everything he does.
He's out there racing professionally with one hand, shifting gears, going through corners at 90 miles an hour, where most people couldn't do that with both hands at full strength, and he's killing it.
Can I tell you that I was like, Jordan, fuck you. I think you missing a hand actually levels the playing field, asshole.
Right?
If you had both hands, that's just fucking unfair.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, and that's the thing.
And it still isn't, and it's not a handicap at all.
No.
It doesn't even come up. Like, you're like, people are like, oh, I think he can't do that accent. We're like, oh, you watch, just wait. He's going to figure it out.
I constantly have to remind myself, like, when Jordan's doing something that's like would be super impressive for a one-handed person, and I'm just like, oh yeah, Jordan killed that. That's right. And I'm like,
yeah, because you don't think about it.
He only has one hand. Like, I have to remind myself, like when he beat Josh,
because he transcends that.
Yeah, when he beat Josh in the tug of war, and it's just like I have to constantly remind myself, he beat a man twice his size in a rope tug of war with one fucking hand. Like, how can you argue that he is one of the most impressive people that has ever been on the show?
Even when he doesn't win.
I mean, I'm getting goosebumps. I get goosebumps. I side with Veronica on this because I was asking her, and she's like, out of anything, Jordan is one of the most impressive people to watch live.
Yes.
Or compete.
Oh, I couldn't imagine live.
I love watching him compete. Love it.
That elimination with him and Mark Long, even though he didn't win it.
It was still so impressive.
Oh my God.
Right?
Watching him figure that out on the fly and still keep up with Mark Long, who's a physical he's Adonis.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's who fucking Mark is. He's Adonis.
Yeah. And Jordan doesn't have the height. Jordan doesn't have the wingspan. Jordan has the heart.
He looks like a normal guy.
Yeah.
You know,
exactly.
He looks
but his body is he's blessed.
His body.
You're married.
Rick's man crush.
No, I don't have a man. Oh, who has a man crush on him?
I do.
Rick
Absolutely do.
Oh, with Jordan?
He's fucking cool as shit.
With or without the mullet?
Doesn't matter. He's cool as shit because he can rock the mullet.
Yeah, he can rock the mullet. I got a Jordan crush with the mullet, without the mullet, however he wants to wear his hair. I don't give a fuck.
And it's not even that. It's just.
Sorry, I love you.
No, it's fine. I totally get it.
Dude, but when he was rocking that mullet, I just kept on going,
cut it off, please. No, yeah.
You could be so way cuter. I mean, it's a cute look, but it's not your best look.
Look, like, he's a guy like I kind of vicariously lived through, like the fact that he gets to do the challenge and he gets to race cars and he gets to build motorcycles and act if he wants to. Cool. Like,
well, what's impressive about Jordan is that he does, like, it's not anything that really falls in his lap. Like, he
works hard.
His dedication, he's just a very impressive person to know. And I've been blessed with being able to play a game with him.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
And to see him work and live, figuring out problems live. I mean, it's really interesting.
And everyone we've talked to, even people you wouldn't expect, like Tyler Duckworth, talking about how much of a friend he is with Jordan and their relationship.
Never would have guessed that Tyler and Jordan are like really close friends, but they are. Yeah. Like, what? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, because I think that the show really does, it paints us in a picture that's hard to slough off.
Well, and everybody's after each other and, it's a shady game and it's shisty and, and it's cutthroat. And so it's like, then when you hear about somebody like Jordan and somebody like Tyler, and they're like, they met before they were ever even on the show and they're like really good friends and been friends for like over 10 years. And you're like, what? What?
Yeah.
What?
I can't believe it. I don't
That's
get
crazy.
it. I don't, no, yeah, because I have said that a lot of the people that don't get that much camera time are some of the most genuine, great people.
Oh, yeah. Well,
100%.
honestly, Jordan was the one that, like, he surprised me so much because we actually interviewed Jordan last year. And
You did.
yeah, you get this idea.
That's a big one. That's a big one.
He gave us a 3-hour interview. Like, he was amazing.
See,
He told us his whole
Such a
life
cool
story.
I know, because when I came in, I heard that he was racist.
Yep,
And
exactly.
it just so happened that I was on the same show with the girl he was racist with. And so the first thing I was like, this is the story I'm getting. What is the true story?
And they're like best friends now.
Yeah.
She told me the whole story and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
I get it.
exactly.
Yeah.
She came on and told us too. We did what we could to clear that up. But
It happened between two friends that got vicious with each other and it got too dirty. And it was taken
and blown out.
And yes, because they didn't show what was happening all around it.
Exactly.
There's not context.
Exactly.
There's no yes, that was taking out of context. It's fucking horrible.
Yeah.
And all that happened 10 miles away from here.
Oh, did it really?
Yeah,
He's in Portland. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in Vancouver. I live out in the outskirts of Portland. And it happened on World Portland.
Oh, it was that was Portland.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real world.
Oh, I love Naya. I miss her.
She's awesome.
It's been a long time since All Stars has aired or filmed.
There's a hole in our entertainment world that hasn't been filled that we're waiting.
Oh, in your hearts.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
There's a hole in your hearts that
The fans are pissed right now.
well, getting the OGs back in the first place was fan driven.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know why production doesn't think that like they could do something with this. I don't know.
So some of our listeners have heard this story, but I want to share it with you because I think you'll appreciate it.
Mhm.
When we first started dating, I came over one night and I was like, we're going to hang out. It was that first stage of dating where you come over and spend the night and I got to take off early for work kind of thing. And I come over and she's like, yeah, just shut the fuck
It was the first night. He's spending the night, girl.
No,
wonder why you got
it
caught.
wasn't. It wasn't the first. No. It was like it was like we were probably dating for like 2 or 3 months at this point.
Yeah,
and
but
he
it was
came
still
over
early.
and it was just really early in our relationship.
And
yeah.
anyways, I came over and
Okay.
I was trying to talk to her and she's like, shut the fuck up. I'm watching my
I was
show.
like, you come hang out, but you got to be fucking quiet because I'm watching my show, and I've never missed an
yeah,
episode
girl.
ever.
And
like
it
so.
was the challenge.
You want to get cut?
Yeah.
Yeah, I will fuck you up.
Slice your face if you talk. If you talk during my show.
And so I asked her, like, in a commercial, I was like, so this is like the challenge on MTV from like Road Rules MTV. And she's like, yeah. I was like, so it was like Darrell and Jordan and Veronica still on this? She's like, right show, but no, they haven't been on it in a long
In
time.
a long time.
You know, and this was right before Darrell
was-
came back from Invasions. And I think the next year Veronica came back from Dirty 30.
Our
right?
first, yeah, because when we started dating, it was Rivals 3 when
Yeah.
Bananas stole the money from Sarah. Yeah.
So and I think that speaks to what the OGs, the impression that they left on every
Yeah.
single person, you know, I mean, that have watched the show.
I think a majority of us retired at the same time.
Yeah.
And then there was that evolution, that transition into the second era
Right.
of the show. And I don't know if some people like it, some people don't. I wanted to get out because I didn't want to be a part of that. I didn't find that because I don't like, I feel like I do this to better myself. You know, I try to at least make it better. I mean, I used to do it because I needed the money, but now it's different.
Right.
I have a serious question for you then. You going back now, is it, you say to better yourself, is it to kind of get rid of what you feel is like a false narrative that happened in your early part of your show?
No, I mean, I don't think my narrative is false. I think it's heavily weighted,
Right.
one-sided.
Yeah, it's heavily
Oh, it's definitely doctored to fit a story.
100%. Yes, exactly what I wanted to say. Yeah, 100%.
And I sell it well because I am a bitch. I can be a bitch, you know, like that. It is a part of me. That's not
Made up. Right. Yeah.
made up or like I spend my off time. Like the fact that challengers spend their off hours, their off season, thinking of ways to come up with they could create storylines. It's like the most disgusting shit. I will say it here, people. One, stop with the fucking castmates. Two, oh wait, where was I going with the second one?
No more vacation alliances.
Oh yeah. Okay. I would like to say though, if there are a bunch of friends that they could fucking get further in the game, I mean, why wouldn't they want to do it?
Exactly. It's such a smart move. I'm sorry.
Yeah. It's a very smart move, and people are pissed off because you can't break that alliance because it's an alliance and it works and it dominates and it helps them every single time. And it's hard to beat.
Because it's on every single season.
They cast them together yes. So you really don't get to see how they are individually. Right. So they all look great together because they can dominate a game together. You get them isolated, it's a different story, baby.
Yep.
Well, and that's the thing. You're telling me like if they told you, hey, Tina, we're going to bring you, Rachel, Veronica, and like 3 other of your best friends, and you're going to be the dominant number in all these seasons, and you're almost guaranteed to win. Do you want to come on the show? One of you is going to win. Yeah. Do you want to come on? Yeah, of course I do. Fuck yes, I do.
Send me the fucking contract. Where do I sign?
You're going to pay me regardless just to show up too? Of
hang
course
out with
I'll
my
be
friends
there.
And potentially win money with them?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Who's going to say no?
Yeah.
Well, but then, okay, so that initially at first, but then you start thinking about the mind fuck and you're like, I'll take the bench on this one.
Well, and that's why, like, I think I appreciate your story, your journey so much, because look, even when I didn't know the full story of everything that happened in the earlier seasons, because I only saw up to the duel, that was the furthest I saw because that's as far back as Paramount went.
Mm-hmm. No, I didn't do that many interviews, not like other people, about my side, my perspective.
Right. 100%.
And I think I did myself a disservice doing that, but.
And MTV's narrative of you, like you said, was like, you're this tough bitch that's always going to do this.
I mean, I'm tough.
You are.
I am the bitch and I am opinionated, but it's not the whole story.
But that's not Tina.
It's a very minor. Yeah.
It's a small slice of who Tina is. And I think with you taking that time off and then coming back from All Stars 2, we all get this new experience of who Tina is because you show more and they allow you to show more because it's more about who you guys are than the game in All Stars.
Well, and the editors did too. Like I'm surprised with how much of me that they showed.
I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was very, because I'm always used to just, they're only going to show me when I'm mad. So like, they're not going to show me.
Yeah.
Right. I'm just fucking hanging out.
Having fun. Yeah. Being funny.
Yeah. And just talking and shooting the shit. And then they started showing more of me like shooting the shit. And I'm like, okay, I'm not used to, I'm not used to this edit.
Right.
And that's the thing is if she would have asked me, like, do you know who remember Tina Barta from the challenge? The first thing I would have thought of is you walking up in Cutthroat with that mean mug on your face. Like, I'm here to wreck some shop.
Yeah.
And that is a part of you, but it is not.
I was determined.
Yeah.
Yes, you fucking were. I loved it.
I wasn't determined. I was like, oh God, here we go.
Right. Yeah.
Let's do this. Hey, I'll go there. I don't like to go there. Let's go there though, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let me show up with no warm up and try to fucking enter this game. Yeah. I do love it because it introduced a whole new facet to our show.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so what I mean, like you guys were the trendsetters in that. So you've been doing it for a while.
That was the first time we had mercs, wasn't it? Yeah,
it was.
You and CT were the first mercenaries to ever on the challenge. Yeah.
Yeah, I was honored. When that call came in, I was like, you want me to do what? Mid-season?
A heavy hitter? What is that?
A heavy hitter? Is that a fat joke? I haven't been in the gym for 2 years. What? What do you want me to do? Oh, Tina, you'll be fine. You haven't been in the gym for 2 years. It's not a big deal. Just come on. We need you.
For one night.
Yeah. 1 week. Okay.
Sure.
Veronica, oh my God, because we are really truly friends. So Veronica afterwards, she was like, do you regret that?
That might be the best Veronica impression I've ever heard in my life.
That was perfected.
Wow.
If I had not been looking at you, I'd have thought Veronica was on the meeting. Just
she's one of the people in my head. Like I have these hats that I try to put on. Like, okay, who do I think is the best at coming up and finding loopholes in the game? Veronica. Put the Veronica hat on. Wow. You really regretted that, didn't you?
oh my god.
One of my favorite things
great.
about Veronica in the show is the way she can turn a vote so fucking quick.
My god.
Especially if there's a burn vote happening.
Or she gives no fucks.
You guys, you haven't seen nothing yet.
I can't wait.
Oh
I seriously
God.
can't wait.
That is my only teaser. You haven't. Ooh, because you haven't seen nothing yet of what Veronica, the fucking shit that girl can do. There's a reason why I respect her and I love her, and she is a smart cookie.
I'm excited. I'm so fucking excited.
From what I've seen of the alleged cast, it looks phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
At this point, it's so crazy because, you know what? I'm not talking about it.
We'll talk later.
I try so hard not to talk about it, but I'm so excited.
Yes.
I can't wait for you. I can't wait for the season to come out, and I think in production's the same way. Like, it is.
I don't know.
I hope that they get an Emmy for this shit.
They better do something, because I'm gonna be honest. Like, I started to get to the point where I was like, I feel like that, like, the cast and production is just playing a big ass prank on us. Because where the fuck is this season, and why do we not have it yet? Like, I'm so done waiting. I'm over it, and now we're getting another season before All Stars 4. I'm just like, I'm done waiting.
It's like, would the fucking challenge do that? I'm like, to get fucked in the ass by the challenge? Yes. Absolutely. They would do that.
Yeah.
Do you want to know my conspiracy on this? And this is strictly just conspiracy, my own thoughts.
I do actually agree with you on this, though.
I think that they did the order of this the way they did because they know which season's going to hit the hardest, and they want to build up to season 40 as much as they can.
Oh, you're a smart man.
I have my moments. Just like I know that eventually this show's going to CBS.
He does. Yeah, this is.
I mean, I don't know where it's going to head to. I don't know where they're going to take it, but I'm just happy that not only was I in the beginning of the challenge, well, not the beginning, but like, it's kind of
MTV
earlier.
era.
Yeah.
The baby years.
The OG era.
Yeah.
Little rough and tough. It wasn't as polished.
Yeah, exactly.
As it is now.
Yeah.
And I miss those old days. I don't know where they're gonna take it, but the fact that whoever's doing it is knowing what they're doing, because they're gonna be filming season 40, and we have all of these spinoffs.
Yes.
Tina, let's go back to your first season, and I look at you and say, you're about to enter a show that in no time, really, if you think about it, it's been some time, but no time really, they're going to be filming year round. They're going to have multiple spinoffs that are on multiple channels, including national television like CBS. Mm-hmm. Would you have ever believed it?
No, even now, it's hard for me to wrap my brain around. It really is.
And you were one of the people that built it.
Yeah.
I was one of the people. Yeah.
You're part of this global phenomenon.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're one of the founding members. Maybe not founding, but some of the very first members that made
some
the
of those
difference.
First pillars that went up on top of that foundation. You know what I mean? Like
the influencers. I mean, the
trendsetters.
I would say that. Yeah, I like the idea of being a pillar.
Yeah,
your timeline.
Because I hold up my aspect. I hold up my room. I hold myself very sound. It's like, but I'm not the whole house. Like, and I think that a lot of egos get into it, and they want it about them, and then it gets into a shitty show.
I believe when we had our episode about the pillars discussion, Tina was mentioned.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, Tina.
I can't remember who mentioned her.
So we did a 3-part Mount.
Whoever needs, I'm buying you a drink.
It was Josh.
It was Josh.
God damn it, Josh. When I see you, I got you, bro.
Well, and here's the thing we talked about, because the timeline that you, Rachel, and Veronica were on the show was such a pivotal time for the challenge. If you guys didn't do what you guys did to create the viewership, we don't have
the challenge
bananas. We don't have CT's story. We don't have Leroy or Cam or Laurel or Tori Deal or Devin. We don't have a challenge anymore.
Yeah.
Because of you guys guaranteed the success of more than just the first 10 seasons.
I love this theory, and the rainbow that's going up my ass, I'm liking it, and I will take it. Yes.
Securing that second interview here in a few months. Told you, sales.
EBCs, baby, always be closing.
Always. Tina, we've been on with you for 2.5 hours, and it feels like we've been talking for 40 minutes.
I know.
And I've enjoyed every second of it.
Well, okay, so I'm here. Get all your questions. Did you get all your questions out?
We have one final question that
wait, before you get into that.
Josh has another question. I'm sorry, go ahead.
My darling Josh.
This is just something simple because it's a random discussion that was brought up in one of the Facebook groups. Along with, where you come from, people are questioning, like, what is your heritage? What is your story? What's your family history?
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? I'm going to give you guys, here's an exclusive.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
So my mom, I just lost one of my earbuds. Sorry, guys.
No.
Okay.
This is real life, and I love it.
Yeah.
Okay. So my mom is half Vietnamese, half Chinese. Okay. This is my mom. I'm very Asian. This is my mom. This isn't the best picture of her.
Oh wow.
Nice.
Okay,
awesome.
yes, I see it. I see it, yes.
She's Vietnamese as fuck.
I see it, though.
I see the resemblance. Yep.
Right, here we go.
Right? Yeah.
Yes. Yes. I
It's so
see
there.
it.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Oh my God. That is exclusive, and that's so awesome.
Oh, little pictures.
Yeah, so my mom is half Vietnamese, half Chinese. My father is Czechoslovakian. So I'm half white, half Asian.
There we go.
That's awesome. That's really cool. Yeah, I never knew that.
So I say Vietnamese because that's where my mom grew up, and she is half Chinese, half Vietnamese, but she grew up in Vietnam. So I go with Vietnamese. She identifies with Vietnamese, and that was my influence.
Even
that makes sense.
And even when you're talking about your dad's side, just saying you're European, that's how even I would describe it. I mean, obviously, just based on the fact that if you have any European heritage, it's so mixed. You know what I mean? It's just like a melting pot in Europe of the same whiteness over and over again.
Yeah, but this is crazy. This is crazy that my white side isn't as diverse as my Asian side.
Really?
Because my dad is like we just did a genealogy thing, and I did the DNA thing. I get my mix, like it's Bohemia. And that's another reason why I wanted to do the one in Prague, because I've never seen Czechoslovakia, and I wanted to go and I wanted to see it. That's how they sold it. That's how they sold it to me. But I didn't get to see the country.
Oh,
unfortunately. Yeah.
Dang.
It would have been like, just leave me here for a couple days.
But yeah, I was definitely taking my flight back to heel after that fucking elimination.
That was fucked up. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was for my ego and everything. I was like, ooh, Tina, the fuck.
I gotta wash this off, man.
Yeah, that steak is never coming off.
Well, you knocked it off in that All Stars 3 elimination. You fucking killed it in that one.
Yeah.
That one was fun.
Yeah.
It's
always nice.
Dude, we were yelling at the TV for you at that one.
Yeah, we definitely were.
It was so great to see.
What, against Cynthia?
Yeah, in that first one, because we wanted to see you win that. We wanted to see you win it.
Yeah.
Well, and I think that my hesitancy in season 2 to fully participate, you could sense it. You could tell it that I didn't. I mean, I was coming into something that I had my mind set on it.
Right.
Yeah.
That this is not where I want to go. This is I'm going to do it just to give it a chance. And I'm glad I did, because I've lost so much weight I've gotten better. I'm happier. I'm more appreciative of the shit that I have. And it's given me something new to be passionate about.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Just like you.
That's the thing, is finding something you're passionate in, I think, leads to happiness, no matter what it is. Whether it's sitting there and learning a board game, doing a podcast, or going on a crazy fucking television show that has you hanging off semis and shit. You know?
I think as much as I complain about the hard stuff doesn't ever scare me.
Right.
It is all the other bullshit that comes with doing the hard stuff that take away from the experience. Such as somebody trying to fucking get more camera time as you're having a spiritual journey. Doing a triathlon. I don't know.
And that's one kind of thing I've noticed from everyone we've talked to is like each person on the challenge is a little bit of a daredevil. They love that. They want that adrenaline rush.
Yes.
That adrenaline rush is one hell of a drug.
Yeah, it is.
It is like crack. As much as I always like tell myself, no, Tina, don't do it. You don't need to do it. And then after a while, I'm like, bitch, just do it.
Fuck it. What's the worst that could happen? You know?
What's it? Upside down on a swing?
We keep coming back to the swing.
Because it's epic, Josh.
It is. That is the lowest point of my life. And the fact that I have to laugh that moment off because and people were like, did you do that on purpose? I was like, I wish.
I wish I did.
I was right. I was just like, let me see what happens here.
So I was like, and then I told Brad, I was like, Brad, that was when I hit my rock bottom. So now anything from that is like borrowed time. I'm kind of like, I can't do any worse than that.
Right?
if they ask
fucking
you if you
did to the wall, baby.
Just be like, did you do it on purpose? Yes. Just fucking lie about it. Fuck it.
Sure did.
I know. Yeah. And then be like, yeah, I totally did it on purpose. I wanted more camera time.
Yeah. I knew I was going to get the laughs.
Yeah. That's not the kind of like attention I want to get. I want to be badass in my fucking challenge years. Okay.
Right.
Not where I have TJ going.
Yeah. No.
And I'm going, Kate, they thought I passed out up there like a bat. I was up there for so fucking long because I wouldn't let myself go.
Is she breathing?
Is she okay?
Yeah. They're like, they thought I was knocked out.
Oh my God.
Help her. That's what I had to yell. I'm okay. I'm just stuck.
Look, would it really be the challenge if it didn't give you a little bit of PTSD, like Katie was falling into the water?
Oh my God, yeah.
Katie, oh my God. Katie, poor Katie. She always gets an injury somewhere in and around her face.
Right,
exactly.
Somewhere.
Whenever it's dropping into water or like she has the worst luck.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's so bad.
And it's hilarious. And she gets so mad, but I'm like, Katie, it's funny though.
It
She's
is.
like, yeah, haha, for you.
Dude, Katie, look, we had a debate about this. Katie is low key like one of our most favorite, most entertaining players ever to be on the challenge.
Oh, I'm telling you, when on 2, it was so fun when I had her to help me do all these pranks.
Yeah, oh yeah.
In the house.
Yes.
Because I can't sell it. I can't sell the prank, but she could sell it.
Yeah.
So I would have like this idea like, okay, babe, this is what we should do. This is what I brought. Here. And like the shorts, I was like, I can't sell these. I tried. I can't do it. Katie, boom. And then that's when we got fucking.
Yep.
We had Ryan's tushy on fucking camera.
That's awesome.
So I miss having Katie around. I miss having people like that can lighten the mood when you need it. Because those people make the time so miserable there for everybody else. And I think that a lot of the reason why these people go so far in the game is because nobody wants to really, really deal with it.
Yeah.
100%.
Exactly.
And so it's like, all right, just let them have the season. Like, suck it.
Yeah, I don't care that much.
I really don't want,
Yeah.
This is Sorry, my baby.
No,
you're good.
we've taken up a lot. we've taken up a lot of your time from him, and we're so appreciative.
Oh, I'm so busy.
Yeah, I know. Well,
I'm so busy with my time, you guys.
I am actually really excited for this question because this is one question we do try to ask everyone. But because you like deeper questions, I think you'll enjoy this one.
And like he said, this is something we like to ask everybody. But I, too, am also excited for your answer. When everything is said and done, you're done going back on reality TV. You're done with this whole, being in the public eye kind of thing. What kind of message do you want to leave behind for people? What do you want people to remember about you?
Don't be afraid to be yourself. Somebody will find you beautiful and you'll find your people. Just hang in there. You just have to find your people.
God, and I didn't want to cry on this one. Damn.
I love that one.
I think that, that's, and I feel like a lot of the challenge, it challenges in you and the fact that it's so easy for a whole house to get together and to target you. And the heat that you get from it, it really makes you tough.
Yeah.
It really makes it. So the lone wolf thing, I always have, there's a place in my heart for those because I recognize it. I understand what it's like to be in the not being the person that everybody likes in the house. Like I've never been the Miss Popular in the house. It's not me. So when I see somebody who's being targeted, it's like that poor girl, that poor guy. Like, I know what that's like. I know what it's like. So I would say, don't be afraid to be yourself. I know that Instagram and all these people, they put out this idea of them. It's not fucking real, people.
Yeah.
It's not. I met these people in real life. Okay. So don't be afraid to be weird, to be odd, to be yourself. Just don't hurt other people. But dude, somebody's going to love you.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to just love yourself first.
Be authentically yourself.
Yeah.
Be yourself. Don't be an asshole. I mean, if your authentic self is an asshole, you're going to have a very lonely time.
Be a funny asshole.
Or how about like you? Yeah. I mean, I have a lot of sarcasm, but if you go with pure intentions, people will eventually see it.
It's been a reoccurring theme, I think, in this whole interview, karma, right?
Yep.
You get out what you put in.
I'm so scared of, that is one thing. That is one thing that like haunts me that I try to, I'm like, I need to get that out of my head when I start doing the gameplay because it really fucks with me. Cause I'm like, I don't want the karma from that one. I've learned my lesson. This is not a battle I'm in the mood to battle because this might cause another 20 years. And then I'm 20 years. Like the fact that I'm like dealing with shit from 20 years ago is beyond, like, it's a show. I mean, people like, you can't get over this shit.
Look,
Guess not.
Here's my thing. We're all fucking crazy, right? It's just most of us are legally crazy. Or not legally. We can't be legally pronounced crazy, but we're crazy.
They haven't done it to me yet.
Exactly. I'm still running the streets, motherfuckers.
You ain't got me yet. Bitches are not caught up yet.
Better get on your duties.
Yeah. Oh, and then my mother-in-law, speaking of my mother-in-law, this is my favorite thing that she gave to me.
Ooh.
To keep in my house.
We're all crazy. It's not a competition. Yes. I love that. Relax. We're all crazy. It's not a competition. Yeah.
Someone should tell my kid that every time we walk down the hallway. Race, Dad lost. Luke won.
His name is Race?
No, he loves to race. His name's Luke.
Oh, his name is Luke, and he says, say it again, like in his baby voice.
So we'll be walking. He'll be going down the hallway, and he'll cut me off. He'll go, and we'll get to the end of the hallway. He'll go, Dad lost. Lukey won.
Yeah, he races you. You don't even know you're racing. Yeah, but you'll know when you lose.
Yeah.
I want this little child. That would be the one I'd be like, I want that one.
She took him to the
park.
park.
He needs to win every single time, even going down the hallway.
She took him to the park yesterday, and they have a slide where it's two slides
next
right
to
next to each other. And there was another little boy. They both sat down. They happened to go at a little bit at the same time. And Luke got down there first and turned around and goes, "You lost." And the little boy didn't even know they were fucking racing.
I was like, Luke, I don't even think he knew you guys were racing. Like,
I know, as he's walking away, he's like, "Yeah,
I'm a winner."
that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Keep talking shit. Like, what?
Fucking Mario Andretti in this bitch.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
Pants are all on fire. There's a hole in them because he's like trying to take that slide too fast.
Running starts and shit.
Oh, see, this is where I miss out on having a child.
Yeah, but you know what? You got the good part of it where if they start crying and throwing a fit, you can hand them
You
back.
can give them back. Yeah.
And I'm living on that thought. I'm still going with that. I can actually give them back. There's a return policy that I really enjoy when it comes to children.
That anti-title, it comes with some perks, you know?
Yeah.
It's a title that fits me and I love it.
And there
Look,
you go.
There is a reason that most parents that love their children and are doting parents will often say, "Fuck those kids.
Fuck them kids."
Oh,
There's
I know
a
that.
reason. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, those are, in my opinion, are some of the best parents. To be honest with you, because they're like, they're not like, helicopter moms. They're like, fuck my kids, man. Let's go.
Fuck them kids. God damn it.
Go in the fucking backyard. Leave me alone.
Until CPS gets involved, but
Yeah.
Okay, so how soon until you take a drive or go visit Wes to see the baby?
Oh, to see the baby. I don't know. He is retiring.
Right.
Yeah.
So he made that announcement. When I talked to him, I was like, Wes, don't call it a retirement. Just call it a sabbatical.
Yeah.
A hiatus by any means. You know what I mean? Like, call it a hiatus. Don't put yourself in that box where you're saying you're retired. But in his head, he's done.
Yeah.
Because he had this chapter, with a baby and with his businesses and with it is going so well. He's like, I think he's saying, I want to retire because I want to focus on this more because this isn't, I don't know. You know what I mean? Well,
yeah, that's more of his end game.
I also feel like his wife is the one that you look like that. What's that movie? My Big Fat Greek Wedding, where she goes, look, the husband might be the head, but the wife is the neck that turns the head to look, right? Yeah. And I very much believe that Amanda is that in that relationship. And if she thought it was something he needed to do one last time or he really wanted to do, she would make it happen for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. She's a sweet. I mean, when I met her, I'm like, Wes. Yeah. I was like, Wes, I don't know whose God's dick we sucked to get our spouses because Amanda's amazing and Patrick's amazing.
Yeah.
We got really lucky with our spouses because a lot of other people, their spouses do not like them doing the show.
Right. There's a lot of them.
But Tina, I don't think I've laughed this hard in an interview in 2 years since we've started. This honestly has been one of my favorite conversations.
Wait till you start getting Botox. It's real. You can laugh all you want and it never ends up staying, but it hurts.
Yeah.
It hurts because you're trying so hard to make those faces.
Right.
Try to keep those eyelashes from closing.
I know, this is all I got now. My eyes just get really small.
Be careful with those eyelashes in the wind then.
I'm ready for you guys. Put the helmet on me. I'm ready, guys.
Let's go. Close up.
Oh my gosh.
Close up.
Tina, thank you so much. We really do appreciate it. It has been an absolute blast and pleasure.
It's been so awesome.
I would love to have you back.
The pleasure's been all mine. Thank you for thinking of me. And I was happy that Josh reached out. I was like, yeah, dude. Well, because I also told Josh, I was like, listen, I want to give this next show there, like, I don't mind taking a step back. I don't always need the limelight. I don't always need that attention. So I was like, okay, I'm going to take a step back from social media, which I don't mind doing. And I let the show develop, cause I don't want to I kind of feel like if I comment on it too much, that, I don't think it'd be good. It would be,
you might upset
someone. It would be mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely upset a lot of people because they can't take a joke.
With that being said, if this show that we keep hearing about ever comes on the air, we would love to talk to you about it after.
Yes.
this theoretical 4.
Right? Yeah.
If it ever airs, we would love to talk to you after it's all said and done because I've heard it's going to be glorious.
Yeah.
Tina, thank you so much for coming on. We really do appreciate it, and we absolutely want to have you back. It's been an absolute pleasure.
I want to come back. Please invite me back.
Oh yeah,
I would
absolutely.
love to. I love talking with you guys, and it's natural. Like, I mean, dude, I could have a coffee right now. Next time we need to do this in person. You treat a sister nice and give her a dinner date.
Oh, we can.
Okay, are you opposed to coming to Reno?
No.
We'll go to Texas.
I'm not opposed.
We'll go to Texas. It doesn't matter. And we can go mobile with this. We just got the equipment. We can go mobile.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Okay. Wait, who lives in Reno?
We do.
From the show, besides you guys.
Oh. Josh is in Portland. We're the only ones in Reno.
Cara's in Vegas.
She was in Montana and now she's in Florida.
Montana and Florida.
Oh yeah, Florida. No, now she's in Florida, but she's been spending a lot of the cast members are spending a lot of time in Vegas.
It was a lot of them moved from there.
I think who's here in Vegas? Brandon Nelson.
Nelson's in Vegas.
No, he's gone. He moved to Arkansas.
Or Arkansas, right? He moved back to the Midwest, but
so the only person you got is Nor. You got Nor.
Oh, do you know what? Nehemiah actually just bought. I think he bought a business in Vegas or Nevada or someplace.
It's a smart place. There's no taxes, no state tax.
Ah, okay. Somebody's been talking to Wes.
Yeah, right. Exactly. He's learning.
Nehemiah's a smart man, and I love that he is. I always give him shit, but he's like, he always says that I'm rich. And I'm like, it's just because, he's very smart. He's very smart with his money. He's very careful with his money. Yeah. So I'm always like, what? Nehemiah, stop your shit. He's got money too.
Be like, stop bullshitting me, Nehemiah.
Right?
Stop telling everybody I'm so rich. They're going to vote me off because they're like, she doesn't need it.
She don't need the money. Send her home.
Anything. And then they'll be like, yeah, she doesn't need it.
Have you seen her house? It's under construction.
Oh my God. That's another thing. I was like, dude, I'm happy. And I talk about being happy, but I forgot the fucking people I'm dealing with, that they can weaponize anything against you and use it against you. So if it's good news, they'll be like, oh, fuck that bitch.
Right.
Heard she bought a new dress. Fuck her. She don't need to be here.
Yeah, fuck that bitch. She got it off of Shein. She didn't get it off of Amazon.
All right.
Stupid shit like that. Like, really?
Yeah.
I can't take this shit anymore.
It's not going to get any better than this. And I no matter what we do, we're going to keep laughing. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. And we'll catch you again soon.
Off the record. Yeah.